Yeah, man, you already know we back. It's about to get crazy. Yes, sir. We back with another episode of One Time for the Fan. I'm your host, Jack Spade, checking in. Got my co-host with me, Bodie 3000. Bodie, what's up, man?
Can't call it, man. Been an exhausting weekend,
Been an
but
exhausting weekend.
a fun one.
Okay.
But we good though. Let's talk these Falcons.
Now, we talking about Falcons, man. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, man. We got a
Good
special
show.
guest on the show today. We got Eric Parker on the show, man. Just finished talking to Eric a couple minutes ago, man. Shout out Eric Parker, man. Shout out to the real Falcon fans, man. They out here, man. They out here. But before we get into that, man, start the show off, man. We got to break the ice. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Shout out to everybody who's tuning in right now. Facebook, YouTube, One Time for the Fan. Every Wednesday, every Sunday, man, we talking Falcons football. Y'all talk about Falcons football every day, right? So every Wednesday, every Sunday, this is where to find us.
Here.
Come on in the chat. Share it. Hit that like button. Hit that follow. Hit that subscribe. We got drinks. We pulling up over here.
Yeah. I got a drink too.
You ready?
Body armor.
Body armor.
I ain't even drinking no liquor today.
What you getting ready for a marathon?
Hydration. Told you I was tired.
What you getting ready for a marathon?
Definitely go run about 3 miles outside.
Hey, that what's that? Atlanta? What's that? The Peachtree 5K coming up, ain't it? Whatever it is.
No, I don't know nothing about that.
Don't know about it.
Let me get in shape first.
Yeah, I feel you, man. How was your weekend, bro?
Cool, man. Just pretty exhausting. Went to Six Flags, took the kids Six Flags.
Long lines?
Nah, not really. No.
Not too bad.
All right. Yeah, need long money to buy some food in that thing. No, goddamn.
Yeah. Six Flags look like the airport. The price is crazy.
Cup of water costs $6. The fuck?
Yeah.
That was crazy.
Yeah, a small cup of ice is like $15.
Yeah, stop playing. We ain't on that.
Little wild, man. Going to Six Flags, man, with these prices. What's good, Falcons family? Currently, Facebook ban Turner Cravey. Turner Facebook ban.
I mean, not cool. That ain't cool. But
messed around and got locked up. Won't let you out. What else you got into this weekend, Bodie? Anything else otherwise than Six Flags?
Oh, that's Chase.
Looks to be Chase. Yeah. Looks to be Chase.
Yeah, what up, Chase? Man, nothing, man. Just chilling. Been a relaxing weekend. Cool. Not much, man.
Shout out to Dave in the chat. Shout out Chase in the chat. Shout out to everybody viewing. Hit that like button, hit that share button. Tell your Falcons friends, tell your Falcons family. Relaxing weekend so far for me, man. You know, Sunday night. Got work tomorrow, but got a chance to see Coldplay last night.
Oh yeah, how was that?
The show was amazing. Show was truly amazing.
I'm sure.
I posted some video. I sent some video to you. You know, I was on the floor, so got a chance to see some amazing sights from Coldplay and her HER. She was out there.
She was there. Okay.
Yeah, she was there. She opened up for Coldplay, so that was pretty cool.
That's tough.
Been listening to that band for like since 2002, man. You know, so I got a chance to finally see these one of the greatest bands ever to perform. You know,
absolutely.
So that was pretty cool. But otherwise than that, got a chance to watch some Braves baseball.
Hey, man.
Braves are rolling, bro. 11 in a row, bro. They won today.
No, Braves always like an old Chevy truck, man. They start out slow. They got to warm up.
Yeah.
Then they just get rolling, bro.
They rolling right now.
They
rolling right now. I feel like the Braves, once again, man, they creeping up on the Mets. You know, Well, I know we talk Falcons here, but we love all of Atlanta for sports.
It's cool. I'm sure the Braves got some Falcons.
Oh yeah,
they
Falcon
talk to the
followers.
Falcons. Yeah, they need to hit the Falcons up, tell them to get rolling too.
Yeah. You know what's for the city, man. We're for the city. Otherwise, in Georgia Tech, we're for the city. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is when it comes to the Braves. I mean, they're slowly starting to.
Hey, Georgia Tech, like, yo, man, they in the city. Why you don't like it? We in the middle of the city.
We dogs.
The dogs over there in Athens.
Mm-hmm.
This camp don't get no more than downtown Atlanta.
We dogs around here, man. Look, fire! Shout out to Chase in the chat. Veterans minicamp does start tomorrow. We're gonna talk about that right here on One Time for the Fan. We got a lot. Man, I got so much graphics and stuff I got to put up for One Time for the Fan. I'm about to start putting up what we going over instead of actually writing the description on Facebook. I'm about to just put up like the pic of what we going over. I got some crazy edits I'm going over. Got a new intro video I'm working on too as well with Carlo to get ready to put out here, man. We trying to upgrade One Time for the Fan. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, the Braves, shout out to the Braves. NBA playoffs, you get a chance to watch NBA playoffs. Crazy game the other night. Yeah. Steph Chef Curry.
Yeah, them boys, they won't go away. I don't know. Them Celtics a little young, man. They a little wet behind the ears. They got to get right.
Yeah, this is a game 7 right here. I see a game 7 coming.
Yeah, I said that.
I can't wait for the days for the Hawks to get into the finals, bro. Like, I so can't wait. 2 games away last year, bro. I'm so ready for the Hawks to get into the finals, bro. Like, it's going to be lit. Like, you saw how lit it was for the city last year when we were going to the Eastern Conference Finals. Like, bro, what? Like, man, shout out to the Hawks, man. I wish they
and they put up a fight. They didn't just get there and get slapped, bro.
Yeah.
Steph got hurt.
Yeah.
Say everybody.
What's going on, little man?
Say good night, everybody.
G-night.
Smell like luscious baby.
G-night. Got them young up-and-coming Falcon fans out here in the world.
I'm going to get him a Falcons onesie, man.
Oh, yeah.
He look kind of Carter-ish right now.
Yeah.
It's cool. We're going to get him right.
Shout out to Dave in the chat. The Braves can get anything out of Soroka. Look out. Well, we're about to find out. But right here on One Time for the Fan, we talking about the Falcons. Though we love the Braves, though we love United, though we love the Hawks, and those Bulldogs, and the Dream. Shout out to the Dream.
Shout out to the Dream.
Talking about the Falcons right now. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. Tell your friends, tell your Falcon friends. We got Eric Parker coming up in here soon. Eric Parker gonna keep it real about the Atlanta Falcons. He about to keep it real. If y'all don't know who Eric Parker is, man, y'all about to find out in a couple minutes. Long time, diehard Atlanta Falcon fan. So he definitely is about to let us know what his thoughts are about the Atlanta Falcons. Lil Falcon in the building.
Lil Falcon, yep.
Coach Smith regarding attendance for minicamp. Everybody's gonna be there. We're gonna get to that. Because you should feel a little bit better about what's going on this season with the off season for the Falcons. A little bit better. We're gonna get to that. We want to talk about Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins, right? So you did a spot on piece with Bodie's breakdown last week with Jalen Hawkins. The day after, Scott Bair from the Falcons social media team, who does a fantastic job writing for the Falcons, podcasting as well. Love to get Scott Bair on the show too as well. But Grant and Hawkins saw the opportunity to get some camera time after OTA. And a lot was said. So before we get into what was said, can you just give us a little recap of your thoughts of Jalen Hawkins going forward this season?
Okay. All right. Well, basically, the Cliff Notes version is, young 4th round pick. Just going over a little bit. He was a 4th round pick for a reason. Mm-hmm. Most folks thought he would go in the 7th, but he's been fighting. He's been good, and he's been showing a lot of improvement last season. Mm-hmm. See a lot of playmaking traits. He a great in the box safety. He'll come and thump you. He just need to wrap up. That's the only thing about it. He like to hit you, but he don't like to wrap up. Mm-hmm. So Coach P's gonna be on him. I ain't worried about that. But this upcoming season, man, we got 2 young safeties. They both 24 years of age. and they both got immense talent, and they can really they about favor each other. They about similar. They both ball hawks, and they both can hit. I say Richie Grant has the most ceiling. That's a word, but I feel like Jalen Hawkins can be great too in his own right. So we're expecting great things out of both of them.
So a lot of Falcon fans wanted Kyle Hamilton. They wanted a safety for the future.
Yeah.
When it was coming on to the NFL draft, and we didn't go with Kyle Hamilton. So of course we're trusting in Richie Grant. We're trusting in Jalen Hawkins. Eric Harris back with a 1-year deal. The signing of Dean Marlowe. We don't know where Tease is going to play, or how they're going to make this work. But Jalen and Richie are going to be on the field most likely most of the time. Shout out to Eric Harris. He's had some little problems in the past. When it comes to tackling.
Hey, look, Eric, I'm
look, we don't bash. We don't bash no player. But we got to keep it real.
I'm keeping it real though.
Yeah.
I'm not bashing him. He got toasted a lot last year. A couple, yeah. But hey, he's solid, and there's a reason why we signed him back. He's a solid vet. I'm with him.
Hawkins and Grant they're just becoming more of that pair that you need in the backfield. Your free safety, strong safety. So Hawkins
got room to grow, and they just got it. They there. They can get there.
Just like you said, room to grow because they're so young. You feel what I'm saying? So you don't want to let go of them early in their career when they have so much potential, so much,
especially
career ahead of them.
Flashed it last year.
Yeah. One game away from the playoffs. A defense a team who people said couldn't even win 3 or 4 games. And you have a defense who wasn't the best in the NFL, near the back of the pack and damn near everything, but you were 1 game away. You saw some flashes of Jalen Hawkins. You saw some flashes of Richie Grant. Your breakdown of Jalen Hawkins was spot on last week. Waiting to see this Wednesday's Bodie breakdown. I'm sure I'm going to know what player it is, seeing the flags he got behind you, the banners. But Hawkins this week with OTAs, he has said, we're communicating a lot of things. We're calling out what we see out there, including formations, the call, how we should disguise, how we want to look. We're running through what we'd say to the cornerbacks about what we're seeing. So you see the communication factor from Hawkins and Grant. For the Falcons to post a story like this, they want you to get ready for, certain players playing in these positions that is going to become your new fan favorites.
Yeah.
Because like I said, like everybody said, there's a lot of competition out there.
Oh, yeah.
We don't know who's going to be fighting for what spot. We don't know what's going on. But we know Hawkins is getting his call this season. More of Richie Grant, like we spoke with Dean Pease a couple weeks ago. This season, Dean Pease, I think you can see the look in Dean Pease when I mentioned the Richie Grant. He wants to make Richie Grant that prime time top caliber safety in the NFL. And I think Dean Pease can get that done. So as Hawkins is talking, Richie jumps in. He says, we're talking about all the possible adjustments we have to make. He said, we're going over everything. They're going over the plays playing out in front of them. They're also hitting rewind to evaluate how they just did on the field. So I like the chemistry that the safeties are working with. We're looking at how we should have adjusted to the previous play after watching it play out. Richie Grant said, we can review and talk about how a previous play went. If you did good, we talk about what type of release you got as a safety. These are the type of adjustments you can make. You're going to do a lot of communication on defense. You have to be ready for anything. And then Hawkins then chimed in with, it's a safety thing. So I got that. Not to talk about what Quinn brought into the locker room, but they got a little brotherhood back there in the back. They got a little brotherhood back there. They got a little brotherhood back there.
In brotherhood.
In brotherhood, we trust.
Hey, I wasn't ready for that one.
Tough. But you got to feel good about. Some people are saying, not say Falcon fans that you don't care about, but there's some Falcon fans in the media, these people on Twitter who got a lot of followers who said that the Falcons going to be leaning on that defense this season, leaning on that secondary. It's a very high possibility that they might. Richie Grant, Jalen Hawkins, AJ Terrell, Casey Hayward, though you might not have got what you wanted out of Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins so far, you could get it this season. You know what you're getting out of AJ Terrell. We hope he's going to be, we hope all these players finish with a healthy season. We want them to go through preseason and camp healthy so we can be ready week 1 against the Saints. Yep. We don't want to go back down the depth chart like we've done in the past. We want to make sure these players can play week 8, week 9. All the starters are out there still. We balling. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Coming after the bye. All the starters out there. We balling. You know what I'm saying? So the defense with Richie Grant and Jalen Hawkins now is revamped a little bit better, a little bit faster. You know what I'm saying? You're trying to get off the ball a little bit more. The release is quicker. You got a guy named Jalen Hawkins who, like you spoke of last week, he gets after it. He likes to make the tackle, but he can also cover as well. We've had problems in the past with safeties where, they can lay a hit, but can they cover?
Can't cover. Cold. Nothing.
Them cold feet. Getting cold feet. But, everybody has their opinion about the Falcons. And like a fan, we respect every fan's opinion because, I talked to some fans the other day at the OTAs. They said Falcons only going to win 2 games. Only going to win 3 games. And it's hard to tell them that, no, the Falcons going to win a couple more than 3 games. Nah.
I'm thinking they really want us to tank. A lot of our fans want us to tank because they looking at the Will Andersons and CJ Strouds and the Bryce Youngs. But
how you get people? How do you go into a locker room and tell these players to tank? These players brought to play.
I don't know.
17 grueling weeks. Practice, morning practice, afternoon practice, missing time with your family, going on these games, different situations, different weather conditions. You're all out here. You could be at the house. You want to tank? You can't tank, man. You're gonna play the game to win.
Play to win.
So the Falcons do. You play the game to win.
That's why we didn't rebuild. We retooled.
Or maybe we revamped, as some people have said in the Falcons media. Check into the chat real quick before we start moving to the next topic and get Eric up in here, because I know Eric is probably ready to talk about the Falcons. Anytime it comes to the Falcons, Eric is just ready to talk about the Falcons, dog. It's so real, dog. You gotta give Falcon fans like that, bro. You talk about the Falcons, bro. That's what I'm talking about. Falcons all day. Chasing the chat. He said A1 from day one with Eric. Yes, sir. Hey, hit that share button, hit that like button. Man, we almost had 50 subscribers, man. Less than a month, bro. We almost had 50 subscribers. We go crazy, bro. We gotta get to 100, gotta get to 200, gotta get to 300. Hit all your Falcon friends, family. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow button. We on YouTube, we on Facebook.
Tell a friend to tell a friend.
We on Twitter with it. Going back to this chat over here real quick before we get to the next topic. Don't want to miss anybody. Shout to Chase. I got a lot of hope with Hawkins. Kids show potential. Question is, can you get the tackling down, Pat? We'll find out. Like you said, like Bodie said in the breakdown, things you got to work on is wrapping up. You can make the hit, got to wrap up. A lot of broken tackles in this NFL, and there's that for a reason.
I'm telling you, Peas don't play.
He don't play about missed tackles. He spoke to us about it at the OTAs. Yes. Go back and check the Dean Pease interview, guys.
We looked him in his eyes, people. Me and Jack looked Dean Pease in his eyes. He was like, we can't miss those plays. He looked so serious, like he was ready.
Talking about a Super Bowl champion winning defensive coordinator.
Yeah.
Who coached.
One of the greatest.
Shout out to Eric in the chat. Eric said he's waiting on you. I got you, Eric. It's coming right up here. But yeah, Dean Pease, man, Super Bowl winning champions, coach some of the greatest players. And at his age right now, he's still coaching the Falcons. He has an opportunity to make some of these players better before the next defensive coordinator comes in. Like I said a couple weeks ago, as long as Dean Pease is coaching in this NFL, keep him on the Falcons.
Yes.
I don't care what age,
wheelchair.
I don't care what it is. He can be calling plays from the house. Bruh. Keep him on the Falcons.
Around us, at least.
I'm for real. You ain't ever had no defensive coordinator like Dean Pease out there, man. He's trying to shape this defense. He's trying to bring this team back. The rebuild starts on both sides of the ball.
Facts.
Going over here in the chat, Richie Grant really showed talent towards the end of the season. Now it's time to carry it on over to the next season.
Elevated, man.
There you go. Shout out to Dave. I agree, Bodie. Hawkins is a hitter. AJ is going to need these safeties to come up huge. A real sleeper in the secondary is Darren Hall. Now, here's the thing, right, Dave? We're going to wait till the official depth chart comes out. We're getting close. Minicamp starts this week. The depth chart's getting ready to come up out here in the next week? June, what is this? June 12th?
Yeah, June, yeah.
Oh, Nilly. That official depth chart should be coming out less than 60 days, folks. And we will find out who is playing where. All this talk about who's playing edge, who's playing linebacker, who's playing here, who's starting. We're going to find out in less than 60 days. Falcons going to do that official depth chart release. And we're going to be here to talk about it. That's why we don't want to talk about certain players here on the One Time for the Fan just yet. We want to see that 53. We want to see what's going, what the direction is with the Falcons. We don't know. We might get caught up and find out Zacchaeus is the number 2. Patterson's the number 1, and Quadri's the number 2. We don't know. Fetty might be the number 1 for the right tackle. We don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and waste episodes talking about it. I'm gonna wait until it happens. Then we're gonna talk about it. Boy, we're gonna break this shit down.
Oh yeah.
Boy, we're gonna break this shit down for real. Going over the chat here, man. I'm about to get Eric up in here. Let's see here. Got that Richie Grant, got that Dave in the chat. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. Hit that like, hit that share, hit that follow. About to get Eric Parker up in here. One Time for the Fan on YouTube. One Time for the Fan on Facebook every Wednesday, every Sunday. Man, we talking about the Falcons. Y'all want to talk about the Falcons? Well, we talking about the Falcons.
I agree with that, Chase.
Shout out to Chase. Regardless if you can get some kind of pass rush this year, we see a tremendous difference in the pass rush coverage, guaranteed.
Absolutely.
Start that.
We see a tremendous pass rush, pass coverage for sure.
Big improvement.
2 corners over there.
Big improvement.
Oh man.
Coming from Fabian Moreau. I mean, I know Deron Harmon, you know, he was a good safety.
He was decent
about him, but he was decent. I'm
not
saying good like he's great. Don't take my good for great. Some people change these words up like, nah, you said he's good, he's the greatest. Nah, bro. He was all right.
Decent
stuff, yeah. He needed he just fit the need of what we needed for that season, and then he's gone. He's off to the next team. I think he's in what? Houston or something now? Or wherever we went?
I don't know.
Minnesota? I don't know where he went. See what I'm saying? These players just come and go,
man. Here, so I don't know where he
is. If you bought his jersey for the Falcons, man.
Shout out if you bought his jersey. I mean,
tough.
Y'all some real. Hey.
Shout out to LaMarcus in the chat, man. LaMarcus, man. Phoenix AZ in the house. Good to see you. What's up, LaMarcus, man? Hopefully we see you at the Super Bowl this year when we head out there. Go ahead and get that parking reserve because we're gonna be out there deep. Falcons coming to Arizona this year for the Super Bowl. Stopping the run is key.
Yes, sir.
Got to hit them damn gaps, linebackers.
Stopping
playing this damn 3-4. You got to get there
and getting in that backfield.
Yep, got to get to that backfield. I mean, of course, there's gonna be some plays. Not every play you're gonna make a tackle for loss. Not every play you're gonna, hold them up. But there's gonna be some plays where you're going to have to come together. Same how it was in 2016 when we went to the Super Bowl. Same how it was that year. All 53 was on the same page. You couldn't catch a player off beat. Even in the games that we lost, you couldn't catch a player off beat. Everybody's on the same page. Stopping the run is key when it comes to this defense. Grady is a big part of that. Vincent Taylor, Anthony Rush, who knows if they sign another defensive tackle? Who knows what they're going to do? I do think they're going to sign another player soon. Need some more bodies here in camp. Mm-hmm. But we don't know who it is. But yes, Dave, you're right. Stopping the run is key. LaMarcus tagging Steve. Tag him, man. Tag all the Arizona Dirty Bird Nation. There's a lot of Falcon fans in Arizona, bro. Oh, yeah? There's a lot of Falcon fans in Arizona. So LaMarcus and Steve had a tailgate out there in Arizona when we went out there a couple years ago. Met up with them. Okay. Met up with Steve. I didn't get a chance to run into LaMarcus. But next time we run out there, or LaMarcus, you'll be in LA or Seattle this year. So we'll get a chance to hang out, bro. Talk some Falcons football. Shout out to Chase in the chat. AK-47.
Oh, yeah.
We lit. So much going on here. One time for the fans.
Sacks.
So before we get Eric up here, man, I got one more thing to talk about real quick. A lot of fans want Ritter. They don't care about training camp. They don't care about practice. They don't care about preseason. Mm-hmm. They're saying put Ritter on the field against the Saints week 1. Put him out there. Feed him to the Wolves. First game. Don't mix in no plays with him with the veteran quarterback, Mariota, who's more experienced in the system. But no, throw him out there week 1. First pass, first handoff.
No,
should be Desmond Ritter. So let's talk about the situation here with the Falcons.
The quarterback,
We saw it at OTAs. There's only 2 quarterbacks out there at OTAs. It was Ritter and it was Mariota. So, Bodie, your thoughts on Desmond Ritter versus Marcus Mariota of who should start week 1? This is your opinion too, as well. We're not the coaches.
Mm-hmm.
We're not on part of the staff. We don't work for the radio station. This is our thoughts of what we think is going to happen with the Falcons. But Bodie, your thoughts on who should start week 1 for the Atlanta Falcons? Chat, go ahead and chime in. Who should start week 1 for the Atlanta Falcons? Eric Parker's in the chat. He's here. Dun, dun, dun. He's here. Eric, hit that share button, hit that like button, man. We going live, man. Get your drink.
Yeah.
Get what you got to get.
Get ready. Yeah. Anyway. So, contrary to popular belief, I mean, I feel like if Ritter comes out there and he shows his poise and he turns into the Russell Wilson, like everybody else is saying, like coming in the 3rd round draft pick and just poise and taking over like that, then sure. But I feel like you throw somebody in the fire like that, it would mess with your psyche a little bit. I mean, you got to be a special.
Just a little bit.
A little bit.
Yay.
Just a little bit. I don't want to throw them in the fire. That's just so that it's just, you got to realize the quarterback they just got to know so much. They got to be ready for so much. It's just, I feel like if he's ready, if you feel like he's on that Russell Wilson level, of course. But ain't too many people on that level. Like, you can't count how many times, if you ain't a 1st round draft pick, maybe even a couple seconds that didn't start at week 1. You know what I'm saying? So throw that vet out there first and let him learn. I would like to see Mariota out there first, so Ritter can learn. But get him on the field during the game. So he run some wildcat. He can, throw a pass, maybe. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. We up real good. He can get out there and get a little experience, little game experience. But you don't throw him in the fire. We ain't trying to scare him away. He was a 3rd round pick for a reason.
For a reason, for real.
Yes.
You don't put Ritter in there week 1.
Just don't.
I don't care if Ritter goes for 25 touchdowns and 1 interception in the preseason. That shows that he's good. Yeah. It shows that we got some backup, so that we're ready when it's time to put him in. But you work a system where both of your dual threat quarterbacks can make things happen. Eric Parker, he's right there. See, I'm looking at Eric right now, man. About to get real in a minute. You put him right there in a system where both quarterbacks can make something happen that we haven't seen here in Atlanta for a very long time. Not saying Ritter Mariota is Vic. Not saying that they're going to be the greatest mobile quarterback of all time. We'll wait to see what they do. I don't want to predict the future out here and start having people place bets in Vegas. But I do believe that with the mobile quarterback system, the dual threat that the Falcons are going to be providing this year is going to be much different than last year, of course, with Matt Ryan, your veteran quarterback, who, like a pocket passing quarterback, wanted to step up and make the pass. Regardless if he escaped the pocket, you've seen the plays, Falcons fans. He'll run when it was like a loading bar if Matt would run or throw. So he gets he escapes the pocket, he gets up, and then you're watching the loading bar to see, will he run, will he throw, will he run, will he throw? You know what I'm saying? But chances are he's trying to set up again before running. His last thought is, let me try to get another pass off real quick. Yeah. You don't get that this year with those 2 quarterbacks. You get open field advantage to take off, and you're going to definitely going to get between 3 or 8 yards with these mobile quarterbacks. So I'm good when it's 1st and 5, 2nd and 5. You don't know what the play calling is going to be. But Falcons fans, who was 1 game away from the playoffs last season, with a veteran quarterback who took a lot of hits, a lot of sacks, offensive line wasn't the greatest. So the coaching had to be damn good. The players had to make these plays at times. The Dolphins game was one. I was sitting down in Dolphin Stadium in Hard Rock watching that shit like, can't believe the Falcons about to blow this game right here. I've been talking all this shit to all these fans. I cannot believe they're about to blow this. And then when they won, I stood up and I said, this is what we do on the road. That's what we do. But I had that feeling that, the Falcons can win any game. Everybody has that feeling as a Falcons fan. You want that to happen. Can't wake up in the morning and say we're going to lose. That's not the energy we need here, Falcon fan base. Yeah. But, you agree? Don't throw Ritter out there week 1?
Absolutely. Yeah, you can't. You can't week one. You just can't. Unless he's a Russell Wilson clone.
No bueno for me with Ritter going out there week one.
You what you say? You want to throw him out there?
A lot of fans do. They don't care about the report. They don't care about the fundamentals.
I get it. A lot of them like, yeah, let them learn on the job.
Yeah. We don't do that around here at Falcons Organization. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that follow. One time for the fan on Facebook, one time for the fan on YouTube, one time for the fan on Twitter. It's a little different on Twitter because Twitter don't let you use that many characters.
Yeah.
So I had
to get this man to create an IG page for one time for the fan.
Yeah, I'm gonna flip it over. I got the IG ready. One time for the fan on YouTube. Ready. One time for the fan is everywhere, man. Hit that like button, hit that share button, hit that subscribe button. Going to every game this season. I know y'all want to see some of that. Content. But yeah, got a special guest in here. Got a special guest on the way. Die-hard Atlanta Falcons fan. And you don't get too many fans like Eric Parker out here, especially after what happened down in Houston, Texas. Eric is a real deal Atlanta Falcon fan. Let me tell you something. I've seen the post. I've seen the memes. I've been in the groups when he's talking about the Saints, the Panthers, the Bucks. He's a well-respected Falcons fan. And of course, when you're a well-respected Falcons fan, you know other well-respected Falcons fans. So bringing in the diehard Atlanta Falcon fan to the chat, to the stream, boy, I tell you, that boy Eric Parker is in the building. Shout out to Eric Parker, man. What's up, Mr. Parker? How's everything going, sir?
What's happening, bro?
What's happening, brother, man? Oh, man, got the bucket hat. You ready for training camp?
Yeah. Hold on, man. Somebody call. Right when you come in here, then somebody call. Give me 1 second.
Go ahead. No, we talking Falcons football all day.
You know, man.
We talking Falcons football all day. Eric Parker is here. So we're gonna talk some Falcons football. Look at the curtains,
man. Look at them, man.
Let me get the
curtains.
Get the layout. Move this off the screen, bro.
All right, I'm back.
Real deal Falcons fan, Eric Parker's in the building. And of course, when Eric Parker joins your stream, we talking Falcons football. Eric, a lot has been going on with the Atlanta Falcons, brother.
Hold on, let's go back first, though.
Let's go.
Let's go back to where y'all know.
Show's yours, man. Go ahead.
No way Ritter could start. I wouldn't say no way.
Okay.
I wouldn't say no way because you got a coach that's already seen what Mariota can do and already put somebody in front of him one time anyway.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, and Ritter's an intelligent quarterback.
Very intelligent.
He can read it. You see, he almost beat the Dogs.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm. Eric is an Auburn fan as well, Bodie. So
you want to throw that in there.
Oh, the jokes are here, bro. I'm telling you, be very careful when you hear from Eric, bro.
Y'all know, congratulations.
But appreciate it, brother.
But yeah, I think he got the intelligence to start. But I feel y'all at the same time on let him learn. But if he learned, then he doing it, and he proved that he could be. I'm with it. Mm-hmm. I'm optimistic. I want the best quarterback ever. I want Russell Wilson 2.0.
Bruh, I get it.
Excuse me. I get what y'all saying, but
I get it, and I get that too. I do want that. I want him to get to that plateau where they be like, man, he is poised. He is this. He is that. Mm-hmm. Let's go. Ritter, week one. I want that to happen so bad.
The only thing that I look at before we get to these questions with Eric, the only thing that I look at that's a little bit different from the Falcons this year is they didn't draft the quarterback last year with the Justin Fields, the Mac Jones situation. You knew that they were keeping Matt. So I'm looking more forward to the.
You couldn't afford to draft him last year, though.
That's true. You couldn't really afford a quarterback round one. You spoke about it. The player that you picked in the top 10 has to be on the field week one. And if Matt was there, the rookie quarterback was not going to be on the field week 1 if he was your top 10 pick.
Right.
So they did good by going to select Kyle Pitts. Or if it could have been Parsons, it could have been him. You never know who could have been. But they would have did good by not selecting a quarterback last year. So look at this year now. A lot of fans are just stuck on bringing the rookie quarterback. We want to see the rookie week 1 to see the franchise. They don't want to see Mariota and then bring in Ritter week 6, week 7, week 8. They want to see the guy week 1. Start your career from week 1 like Matt did. So I see how some fans have that different direction about it. For me, I'm looking at the veteran quarterback who fits the scheme better for Arthur Smith. Though, like Eric said, he could be week 1 starter, but we respect everybody's opinion here with One Time for the Fan. That's why we got these fans on.
The screen. This veteran who fit that scheme, like Eric said, did get his butt displaced. He said that, and it did happen. But I mean, he's better. He's older now, even though he's only 28. He's still young. Mariota's only 28. Yeah. And he can still learn, and he can still. But I feel like that experience. You want that experience first. But like I said, I hope that Ritter is generational. I hope he jump in and just take over.
And we all have those high hopes for these players, except for the haters. And there's a couple in the fan base. We know there's a couple in the fan base who want us to lose. They want us to tank, and I don't understand how or why. I mean, I don't want to make an episode about why fans want us to tank, but it's ridiculous. But Eric, you have been a fan of the Atlanta Falcons for a long time. You've been to a lot of games. You fit what the fan is for the Atlanta Falcons. You're a diehard fan of all the players who's in that locker room who's trying to make this team better. And that's why we bring fans like you on this show, so that way we can hear your opinion. We can hear your thoughts, your facts about the Atlanta Falcons. So I got to ask you, they made a decision to make the switch from Thomas Dimitroff to Terry Fontenot. And Terry came in here and made some adjustments very quick. To now a year later, from the offseason moves that Terry has made to the draft that they've been a part of, selecting these players who could be generational, who could move on, become future franchise players for the Falcons. Him and Arthur Smith has been working together. So I got to ask you, Eric, you're a diehard fan. You're a season ticket holder. You're in that building week 1 against the Saints. What are your thoughts on how Arthur Smith and Terry has been doing with that combo of working together to fix this team, rebuilding wise, however?
I like what they're doing. To me, they getting their players to fit the scheme. It's like you had a lot of people that wanted Georgia players. I did too. That wanted Georgia players, but I'm not running the scheme. I don't know how the scheme works, but this man is getting people that fit his scheme. You can tell by the receivers. Look at all the big receivers we just got out there. I'm loving what he's doing, because me personally, and I did like Dan too, but my thing with one thing I didn't like that Dan was doing was when he was getting all the smaller players. He was getting players that were fast and physical, the smaller players. And to me, that don't make no sense, because everybody in the NFL fast. What are you talking about? Everybody in the NFL fast. Why don't you go get the big fast players? But he got a small. But we went to the Super Bowl, so hey. Dan did what Dan did, but I think after a while, when you got smaller players, after a while, the smaller players start to slow down. And now you got smaller players that ain't as fast as they was when you got them in the first place. And you can't move the ball 2 yards, 3 yards, because they ain't as strong neither. They're small. So that was the thing with what I didn't like with what Dan did. Dan really set us up to have small.
So you see what Eric's talking about here now, Bodie. From that selection of players that came from the Quinn Dimitroff regime, the ones who haven't slowed down are the ones who's still here with the new regime. So they have an opportunity to eat. Quadri, Zacchaeus, they have an opportunity to eat. You understand? I mean, look at the 2019 draft class versus this draft class this year. I see a lot more players who's going to be on the Falcons going forward versus that class in 2019, where only one player right now is really eating for their contract, and that's Lindstrom. McGarry, I don't know what's going on. And remember, we have the Who segment of Kaminsky. We don't know what happened there. So Eric, every time we mention Kaminsky's name, we say who? Because we don't know what Kaminsky did on the field. So it's like John Kaminsky. Who? Yeah. You know? But well said on those comments right there, Eric, about Terry Fontenot and Arthur Smith. So Eric, you're in the Benz every home game. You in the Benz. They can find you in your section. You tell them folks where you at. Away fans, Saints fans, anybody got any beef? Pull up to what section you at, because you there. You don't play. You there before kickoff too, like a real fan. You there before kickoff. You in your seat. So they got this thing in the NFL called home field advantage. And I've been to some stadiums around the NFL because I'd like to go to all 32 stadiums. And I've been to Bears Stadium. I've been to the Saints Stadium. I've been to a lot of stadiums where home field advantage doesn't just start on the field. It starts in the stands too, with the fans. Yeah. The advantage you might have of how loud you can be as a fan. So Terry Fontenot last week, Bodie, we had the OTAs. He spoke about this building becoming the Benz, becoming a hostile environment going forward. I never heard Thomas Dimitroff speak about hostile environment in the Benz or in the Dome. Never spoke about it. But Terry spoke about it last week. Eric, as a fan, how important is it for fans to understand what the advantage could be for the home team if they come up in the stadium and it's all Falcons fans? It's just loud as hell. The offense on the other team can't hear the play. Forget the music that's being pumped. Worry about the team and what's going on in the stands. How big is home field advantage when it comes to the fans, when it comes to the stadiums?
It's definitely a big thing. You can make so much noise that you can't hear plays. And that's a part of defense now. If I'm making it where you can't hear plays, you can't change plays at the line then. So you stuck with whatever you come out there with if we making enough noise. So yeah, home field advantage is definitely a thing. It's not per se the field or it's the crowd. Yeah. It's the noise. Yeah, home field advantage is definitely a thing. You get in somebody's head with all that noise. And on top of just the physical noise where you can't hear. And they set that stadium up to make extra noise. We should be killing this, man. It should be so loud enough. It should be ridiculous.
Hear that, Bodie?
Oh, yeah.
Bodie, your thoughts on home field advantage when it comes to NFL stadiums? You see it in college football. You go to Georgia with 90+ thousand in there, 100,000 in there. It get crazy. You go to Penn State. You go to Michigan. Some of these schools in college football, you know what home field advantage is about. So tell me in the NFL, how important is home field advantage when it comes to, setting the tone of the stadium?
I'm gonna keep it real. I feel like since that Super Bowl year, it's been a little different. It's been a little different. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel like a lot of us, our fans, we just done died down a little bit. I mean, I feel like we should go in there and it should be crazy. Like every Atlanta United game, like they crazy in there.
Win or lose, they back every week.
Man, they are nuts.
Strong. They got a waiting list too as well for season ticket holders,
which is crazy. So we got to get back to that. And I feel like this regime, they on the right track. They got the right attitude. They trying to bring in the right players to get us excited to get back to that level. And man, it's so important. Like Eric said, it's so important. And I feel like we're gonna get there, man, because it's just we just got to. We just got to. We got to give them trouble. There's a reason folks don't want to go to Seattle. There's a reason why folks don't want to go these other places. It's like Who Day up there in Cincy, which we play this year. Well, we play both of them this year, actually. It's a reason why these are hostile environments.
One time for the fan, we'll be there. Both.
That thing's loud as hell.
So here's the deal.
Loud, but that's what get me. What get me is we get loud when the Saints come now. When the Saints come to town, we'll sell that motherfucker out and we loud in that bitch then.
Yeah.
We loud in that. So y'all understand, but we need to do that air game, y'all. We can't wait till the Saints come to do it.
Yeah. So thank you. About the home field advantage, right? So going to other stadiums, bro. People, you heard the stories in New Orleans. The cops wear Saints jerseys underneath their uniform. And then going down to New Orleans, bro. I got
That's
the videos, bro. I got
right
the
there.
videos, bro.
Yeah.
Certain cities, you get that culture where you know, oh, this is about to be a tough ass game. You get that culture, you get that vibe. I didn't get it in Jacksonville. When I went to Jacksonville last year, I didn't get that vibe like,
Oh
these
no,
these Jaguar fans about to get crazy up in here.
They there for the swimming pool.
They're there for the swimming pool and the entertainment. They're honestly they're there for that mascot. I had some words with that mascot too, because he was doing all this highlight stuff, 360 jumps and loops off the damn stadium lights, and I'm like, this is what y'all pay for, a mascot
That's
show?
The thing, that seem like that they a newer team too. Like they ain't got no deep rooted. We've been around since how long? 1966.
There it is, show the banner.
Why the hell don't we have a fan base or at least a atmosphere that's just deep rooted? There it is.
There it is. You knew a diehard fan gotta have that.
Why in the hell isn't our deep rooted? We in there and we got a structure. I know we don't have Super Bowls to back up our team.
Yeah,
but still, I mean, we got to get right.
So look,
got to get right in that. I was saying that.
Bodie said we got to get
so
right.
You can say Eric say, but in the bins.
Yeah. And we hear Eric, like he said, it's very important to be in that stance, to make noise, to get loud. Forget the Saints game. We got a bunch of games this season where you have to show up. Them Steeler fans are on the way to the bins, y'all.
Yeah.
And they ain't won shit in how many years? But they finna show the hell up though.
They gonna
get loud up in there, and them Bears fans coming too. Them Bears fans get loud.
Bears fans travel too.
They travel too. I've already seen the flyer right now. They already posting the Reverb Hotel where they gonna be hanging out. The whole tailgate bus trip, all that nonsense. So I'm in these groups. So check this out. When it comes to home field advantage, like being down there in New Orleans, being down there in certain cities, it gets so loud in there that sometimes, and this is where you have to go look at Matt Ryan, how good of a quarterback he is. You hear that on the field, man. You hear that noise. It's loud. You're trying to talk to your offensive line. You're trying to talk to your wide receiver. They can't hear you. You feel what I'm saying? It could result to a false start. It could result to a delay of game because it's so loud in there. And what does the defense do? They stand up and they feed off of it. They get people to stand up and make more noise because it's so loud in there. That's what I want the bands to do. I want the bands to create that environment. I know a fan's going to say, you got to win games. Bro, I was in Cleveland a couple years ago. Cleveland was the worst team in the NFL, and the stadium was sold out. Don't tell me about you got to win them games.
But that helps you win games. That's why I don't like when people say that. You got to win games.
Talk to us, Eric.
I get that. Yeah, everybody going to show up when you win games, but that helps you win games.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. Well, that's big. That's important. Going to the chat here. Chase is in the chat. Dave's in the chat. Jamal Champs is in the chat. Shout out to Jamal. Rise up. You already know we rise up all day. Every Wednesday, every Sunday, One Time for the Fan, YouTube. Eric, you see what we done came from the first episode of One Time for the Fan?
Oh, yeah.
You bought this shit now, bro.
Came a long way.
Thank you, sir. I appreciate it, man. And of course, you always welcome to be on the show because you keep it real as a Falcons fan. And, bro, on game day, Eric, 9 o'clock in the morning, I can see you either just walking into the Home Depot backyard or you're passing me as I'm going into the Home Depot backyard. Eric is down there, bro. Gates don't open till 11:30. It's real tailgaters, real fans that's trying to see this game, bro. We real diehard fan, bro. Outfit laid out night before. Jordan's all greased up.
I be everywhere.
Bro, we be everywhere, bro. We real deal Falcon fans, man. So shout out to all the Falcons fans who's tuning in. We got a lot more to talk about. Jamal Champs. What up, E? What up, Jack Spizzle?
What's happening, bro?
What's up, Jamal? Larry-O, there was I don't know, a statement said the other day that the Falcons should re-sign Devontae Freeman. Somebody posted the other day. Larry-O, chime in on that, bro. That's your fault now. So we already got 15 running backs. We don't need another.
Might be a Devontae Freeman.
That's his fam. That's his fam.
That's his fam. Oh, okay.
Yeah. But when Freeman was here, I respect all the Falcons. He was all right. You know what I mean?
He was straight.
I got my jerseys right here.
Freeman jerseys. You know what though? Freeman can still motherfucking run.
Yeah.
But the thing is, he can't do that in the NFL his size. Mm-hmm. But Freeman still can run. But he ain't gonna run like that. He's not gonna run like that because he'll end his career running like that. That's the thing.
That's true.
But physically, can he do it? Fuck yeah, man. Free
Yeah.
can still get out on a motherfucker. Free still will juke the hell out the whole motherfucking defense.
Yeah.
Free still nasty, but Free can't run Free can't run violent like that no more because it ain't safe.
It ain't built for his body style.
It ain't safe. He done had
Yeah.
too many. He done had too many licks.
Yeah.
Doing that to the next lick could be it. So you can't run like that. You got to protect yourself.
I
So
believe
that's
it
why
was in
Free
the
ain't running
dome.
like that no more.
I believe it was in the dome. I saw Freeman. He took a hit, and I looked up on the board, and it was like Devontae Freeman, questionable to return. I was like, damn, this shit could be pretty serious. He took a concussion. It was a concussion.
Yeah.
And I looked up on the board, and I said, damn, so young in his career taking those concussions. We've seen with Kuechly. We've seen with a lot of these players. Injuries can affect the way that you play, the way that your style. Like a boxer, your style can get your ass knocked out. Yeah. Don't think you in here trying to sweet talk somebody with these moves.
I think Patrick Willis sat down. All these dudes hitting and taking these hits.
Mm-hmm.
Dudes retiring at 24 and 28 and shit.
Like, so shout out to this big time fan right here, Lisa Shepard. So Lisa is everywhere with the Atlanta Falcons. Atlanta United has been around for just a few years, since 2017. The Falcons have been around for decades. Can't compare the enthusiasm of the fan base. United won the championship in 2018. The angst amongst Falcons fans have been going on for a long time. Diehard fans still supporting the team, though. You are right. You are right. And we don't want to compare soccer fans to Falcons fans, because soccer fans do have a different style culture, how they celebrate, how they party, how they go about when it comes to game day, match days. I've been a soccer fan for so long. Even playing with the FIFA esports I've been doing for multiple years. But yes, Lisa, you are right. You know, the fan base for soccer is different, but we want the Bens to have that environment. We want the Bens to, get back to where it was, like the dome days. You know what I'm saying? I think it was too much corporate. That, when the stadium's being built,
we need to get better than the dome days.
Get back to the dome days, Eric.
No, we need to get better than the dome days.
Get better than the dome days.
Yeah, the dome days. Shit, that's when we got the fine for this shit or whatever it was when they got penalized for this shit.
So Jamal
we do better than that.
Jamal Champs is Ramel, bro. Ramel. Shout out to Ramel, man, in the chat. Shout out to Jabri. Disagree. He has not been on the right team since the Falcons that he can thrive with the O-line. We'll find out this season, LaMarcus. We will find out. Free had a couple of concussions. I think his first one was against preseason in Miami. Free took a lot of hits. Hell, Matt Ryan took a lot of hits. Got to respect some of these players who did the best they could to bring us to that Super Bowl. Hell, even after it, man. Matt Ryan.
The first one was at training camp, though, wasn't it?
It was.
Yeah.
Neil
hit him.
Neil rocked him by accident. Yeah, I remember you. Thank you, Eric, for bringing that up. That's why we got these.
That was crazy. I was so upset at that shit. I was like, wow, really?
Yeah.
Lisa just made a good comment right here. Lisa just made a good comment. Falconators in the chat. We got some more questions for Eric Parker. The PSLs messed up the energy of the Bens. Priced out too many true fans. I'm a PSL holder. Eric, you're a PSL holder. We have different opinions on this.
I disagree with that because if we start winning, I bet you them PSLs don't cost too much then. But
you go 11-0 right now, you're gonna have a waiting list.
We'll be packed in the if we
the
start
stadium
winning.
First open.
That's an excuse them folks using because they don't want to show up.
Let me give Lisa some points though, because when the stadium first opened, the people that was in your section before at the dome wasn't in your section going to the Bens. So the vibe was different. The change.
I got a lot of people in my that was either in my section or the one right next to it. So it was still the same. They was still the same area. They did a pretty good job of keeping you in the same area though.
Yeah. Now you was a Ben season ticket holder. You're a Ben season ticket holder, and you was a Dome season ticket holder. So you was in the same section.
Nah, I wasn't
you was in the end zone, right?
Section. They did move us over.
Oh, they moved you over there.
Yeah, they told some was at this section and some was at this section.
Okay. For me, it was just like I just want to be season ticket holder, man. Just give me any tickets you want, man. My name, Eric, your name on that wall out there for the founding members of the Bens for the season ticket holders.
I didn't even check. Might be.
So it feels good to know that when you walk out their home games, they got these RiseUp letters out there by the gardens right there in front of the Bens, and they got the names of all the founding members who was a part of the Bens. first inaugural season. And of
Should
course,
be
I feel
out there.
good. Your name was on there. I know your name was on there, Eric. My name is on there, man. I
Gotta
feel good to be on there, man. It's historic. Shout out to the chat, man. We tuning in. Don't forget, every Wednesday, every Sunday, hit that follow button, hit that like button. One time for the fan. Falcon fans, tune in. We talking about the Falcons all day, every day. Even off the stream, we talk about the Falcons. I talked to Eric the other day. I had to go somewhere. I forget where I had to go downtown. Bro, I was late. I didn't even care. Me and Eric was talking about the Falcons for a long time, bro. It's about the Falcons, man. We want to see this team win. Though Eric is a Braves fan, just like us, united. I mean, I know he's Auburn. We're Georgia fans, but we want to see the Falcons get better. You know what I'm saying? We want to see this team improve. We want to see this team get over the hump of getting, of having a bad season, and now, we have a chance to make it to the playoffs with this new system. So, Eric, we just talked about the home field advantage of the Bands. We're getting ready to hit the hour mark here shortly, so let me run through these questions. New quarterback, new franchise wide receiver, Drake London, got Desmond Ridder. People don't know what's going to happen week 1. Saints Falcons home opener. The NFL knew what they were doing week 1. They're going to sell some damn tickets.
Yeah.
They knew exactly what they were doing. Though I'm upset because it's a 1:00 game. I think they disrespected the Saints and Falcons rivalry by making it a 1:00 game. They could have made it a primetime game. They don't understand how big that rivalry is. But red throwback helmets against the 49ers. We just found out the other day that the throwback helmets will be played more times this season. So they're not going to get some played against the 49ers. They're going to play it a couple games.
Oh, okay.
How exciting is this season? You ready for? You want the red jerseys, the throwbacks?
I said that about 3 episodes ago.
Keep tagging the Falcons and hitting them forums.
I said that shit. I was like, I want those Barkowskis.
Yeah, exactly. I want them with the red helmet. Hell yeah, that's what I thought they were going to do. The way they had AJ looking through that box, talking about how he going I forgot how he worded it, but how he said it. I thought he was talking about an outfit. I was like, man, I was just waiting to go buy a new jersey.
So I think they're going to come out from the way they're showing the look. It's the black jerseys.
Yeah.
With the red helmets.
Yeah.
But fans keep pushing, keep tagging the Falcons to bring back the throwback. What more does the Falcons have to do right now? You're sitting on the throwbacks. You just brought back the helmet. Bring back the jerseys.
Bring back the jerseys back.
We ain't gotta sit there and wait for this. You gotta make no announcement. This ain't no ESPN primetime. Bro, I was sitting there the other day like, bro, they finna make this jump 8:00. Bro, I gotta get my popcorn. Remember we were talking about it on the stream, Bodie. I was texting you like, bro, if they make this 8:00 for the show, we going lit.
The damn shit came out
all day to wait for a helmet. I had to sit there all day to wait for a helmet.
Yeah.
I'm busy. I'll be out there. This is gonna take about 30-40 more minutes.
Eric out here on the stream. Eric Parker, one of the biggest Atlanta Falcon fans there is out here. Everybody's in the chat. Lisa, shout out to LaMarcus. But Eric, with so much going on this season, how exciting is it for you as a Falcons fans? The red helmets, home opener against the Saints, new quarterback who can possibly play week 1, new franchise wide receiver. How exciting is it for you as a fan?
Oh, I'm loving it. I'm excited every season. I can't wait. It's like I miss home, but we gone this long.
Mm-hmm.
I'm always excited. Ain't no off season for me. I'm still in football mode all year long, waiting to come back.
Mm-hmm.
So and it's different because I want to see which way we're going. I'm excited to see these new players on the field. I'm excited to see Terry and Arthur getting their people out there.
Mm-hmm.
The bigger the end, because I really think we got a good coach, and I think when he get his people in there, I think this gonna be nasty. I think, and with Dean P's defense, man, him and Dean P's get their people out there, this could be ugly.
I said it before, the Falcons need to sign DPs for. If he says he wants to coach for another 15 years, the Falcons need to sign him for 15 years. I literally just said it a couple minutes ago. He could be at the house calling plays. You don't care. Pick up the phone. Which one to run, Dean? Okay, we'll get it. We'll get it in there. Don't worry, Dean. I got you. We're gonna run this.
That's the thing, Eric. I don't know if you watched one of the previous shows. I was like, man, Arthur, our coach is in it because this dude could be in the FedEx front office right now if he want to, because his daddy is the founder of FedEx.
Yeah.
He in it.
Man,
He's
he could have.
there.
He could have just went and bought
He
some
is
stocks.
paid. He
Man,
is
that
paid.
dude, them people know what to do with that money. He could have went and bought some stocks or something and sat down
He didn't have to do
not
this. That's
did
my
nothing
point.
if it was
That's my
about
point.
some money.
Well, look who's
He
here.
want to do this.
Shout
Kid
out
was
to
happy.
the amazing Atlanta Falcons fan, Kiara, checking in from Squirrelville, South Carolina. Shout out to Kiara. You know we're in here every Wednesday, every Sunday. We got the drink with us. We got the facts with us. We talking about the Atlanta Falcons every Sunday, every Wednesday at 8 o'clock. Eric Parker is here. Bodie 3000. Lisa Shepard, the Falconator. So the Falconator just mentioned something too as well. Eric, appreciate that, what you just said about how excited you are for this season. The Falconator is a part of the Dirty Birds Nest. So he mentioned that he talked to Coach Smith about the red jerseys. They have submitted it, but it's a 22-month wait. So hearing that, hearing that means,
Hey, as long as they coming, I ain't going nowhere.
Okay, hey,
I'll be here too.
Guess what? Let me call my rep tomorrow morning. I want to make a payment on 2023 season.
Yeah.
Yeah,
let us go and put a down payment on them for the low.
For real, for real. Shout out to Kiara in the chat. Kiara, we talking about the Falcons. You already know we talking about the Atlanta Falcons all day, every day. Shout out to your Warriors too, because we got money on the Warriors. We want to see the Warriors win. So shout out to them. Lamarcus from Arizona, he's checking in. I'm getting more pumped just hearing you guys. Eric, tell more Falcons fans. Y'all got a big coalition of Falcon fans in Arizona. I seen y'all at the tailgate. Well, I seen most of y'all. It was quick. I had to just run over there and then run back. But I seen most of y'all. Halftime, some of y'all met up with us when we took our group photo. But this year, Eric, this year, Lamarcus, LA, Seattle, both games you're coming to, we're going to link up. We're out there. So we're going to be talking about that too as well. Talk about some Falcons football. Lisa's in the chat. I want to see if our running back game, I want to see if we get our running game back. I miss having an effective running game. I'm sorry, I've been drinking. So shit, I'm just fumbling words. Don't let me throw out no names here. Yeah, I got the facts ready though. So here it is about the running game. We're gonna have another show coming up about the position groups once the 53 is released. I'm with Eric. I don't want to talk about a certain player just yet. Though Bodie has his Bodie breakdown where he talks about players. I don't want to just talk about a certain player and just put the show on him. Outside of the rookies who's going to be making impacts this season. But I want to wait for the 53 to be released to start making my final, thoughts about what's going to happen. I don't want to talk about a player who is up and coming and we don't know what he's going to do and he's going to get cut. It's a waste of an episode. I'm waiting for the final 53. And that's going to be released in less than 60 days. So as long as you're tuning in to One Time for the Fan, we're going to talk about it. And there's other great podcasts out there too as well. I've talked to a lot of people. Shout out to Pound for Pound ATL. I talked to him at the OTAs the other day. Shout out to some of these people that's, putting out these podcasts for the Falcons media to get fans excited for this season. But One Time for the Fan, every Wednesday, every Sunday, we talk about the Falcons. Eric Parker's here. Eric, here goes the question of the day. And chat, please chime in. Lisa, we will talk about the running back group because it's an opportunity for a lot of players to get 1,000 yards outside of Cordell. Cordell is just on the depth chart at running back one just for the flex. He's only on the depth chart for that position. You're going to see Cordell first down running back, second down he's over there next to Pitts. And then your real running back, your true running back is in the backfield, which I think hopefully is Tyler Algieri, Bodie. We saw what he did in college. He was damn near the best running back in college outside of Breece Hall. So the Falcons hit on the draft when it comes to Tyler Algieri. Let me say that. He hit. This kid wakes up and he eats touchdowns. He is a machine. So let's see what the running back group does shortly. OTAs start this week. But Eric, Vegas has us winning 4 games. Silly Vegas.
Vegas smoke.
We talked to Dave Archer the other day, Bodie. At OTAs. He told us Vegas wants you to bet the house.
Yeah.
Vegas wants you. They're trying to make you buy. Put your money down. The Falcons was one game away from the playoffs last season. With a team that people thought that couldn't even win 2 games. Eric, what do you say to the fans who want the Falcons to tank for a draft pick? What do you say to the fans that only say the Falcons will only win 3 games this season? A team that was 1 win away from the playoffs last year with a defense who was back of the pack in the NFL offensive linemen who couldn't block, wide receivers who couldn't get separation when it comes to route running. Who was one game away from the playoffs last year? But now we come to this season. Power rankings has us at 32. Eric, what do you say to the fans that say we should tank? We're only going to win 3 games this season.
First of all, you don't ain't nobody putting on no helmet and pads and going out there on the field talking about let's go lose today. That just don't happen. They going out there to play football. They trying to win.
Mm-hmm.
And having a loser attitude don't make no sense. Why would you want to lose? You don't practice losing. That's crazy. Practice losing.
You don't practice losing.
Hey, you put that shit on the screen.
Bro,
put that
what?
shit on the screen real big. You don't
Bro, what?
Yeah,
you don't practice. Eric Parker with the quote of the day. You don't practice losing. Well said, sir. Bodie, what you got to say about that, man? The Falcon fan, we're going to win 3 games. We're going to win 4 games. Tank for CJ Stroud. Tank for Anderson. Do you even know who we're drafting? We talked about this. We don't know who we're drafting next season.
You don't know how good nobody's finna be this year. What get me is don't nobody know how good nobody finna be this year. You don't know who finna go through what injuries, who finna have what setbacks, who finna do what on what team. Every year is a new year. You don't know who finna win what. Nobody knew the Bengals was gonna go to the Super Bowl last year.
I damn sure didn't.
Nobody would have picked that. Unless you're just a diehard Bengals fan or something.
Exactly.
Nobody else would have picked that. So Eric, you don't know what's going to happen.
We talked about this the other day on the phone, Eric. Every team is different on paper from last season. You're not getting the same team from last season. You look at the Falcons schedule like, we only see 4 wins because of this team. But that's the same team from last year, bro.
Nah.
Like, you're going off of shit off paper. Let's talk about when the team hits the field week 1. There's opportunities that can present itself where the Falcons, like, we're gonna go. I
like the fact that we playing the Saints week 1 too, just for that reason. So now we bring this new team in here and we bring them into the motherfucking fire. Let's go fight.
Okay.
Let's start the season off fighting.
So if we're gonna talk about this, Bodie. We'll bring this up on Wednesday show. We'll go over the first 4 games in the NFL for the Falcons.
Yeah.
You win against the Saints. It's a winnable game. You can't wake up and say, we finna get the Saints finna dog us. It's a winnable game.
You can win that.
The Rams game week 2, very tough. We're gonna break down why the team could win or lose on Wednesday. But the Rams game is gonna be tough. Let's just say you do lose the Rams game. You go to Seattle week 3. You win against Seattle. Deshaun Watson's gonna get suspended. Ain't no ifs, ands, or buts. It's gonna happen. Week 4, you're playing against Cleveland. You don't otherwise outside of their run defense, you have an opportunity to really light up the Cleveland defense and the secondary and win some games. You could be 3-1
with them big receivers. Shit, we might light up a lot of secondary.
You definitely the mismatch game is crazy when you got to look at the scouting report and most coaches are looking and saying, "Damn, the Falcons are getting ready to play 5 wide receivers who's over 6'3". You can't, man. What separation? Route running, getting down the field. Remember, we saw OTAs. Eric, you was there. The mesh routes, the trips route receivers, when they had Pitts, Allison, and Bird. The mesh route, somebody picks, somebody gets open to separation. They're just showing you different formations. It's a little BS that gets thrown out there to the fans on that OTA. But what they're working back in Flowery Branch, you best believe they're ready for this season.
Oh, yeah.
They're going to be running a lot of 3, 4, 5 wide receiver sets. Trips left, trips right. Single back, man in the backfield with 3 wide receiver sets. They're finna be running all that because they have the bodies, they have the physicality to do it.
I'm telling you, they're gonna throw it up. You 1-on-1, they throwing it up too. You got these big man. They're gonna be ready.
Falcons will win more than 4 games this season. Falcons fans, I've spoke about this before. I have a feeling that we're going to sneak into the playoffs. The NFC does not frighten me at all. The NFC does not frighten me. I'm telling you, Matt Ryan right now in the AFC South, we know probably has a chance to go into the playoffs because how weak that damn division is outside of Tennessee. They have an opportunity. But the NFC South is a little bit different. We got to deal with the dude down in Tampa. And some people might look at the Saints and say, oh, man, that's a tough team right there. I don't fear the Saints. And Carolina's a damn sweet. Every morning you wake up, you should look at the schedule. Every team in the NFL looks up and sees Carolina and says, that's a win game. That's a win. Carolina don't frighten me. So the Falcons have an opportunity to make the playoffs. Will they win more than 4 games? Yes. I don't believe in what Vegas says. Bodie, do you think the Falcons will win more than 4 games?
Yeah, I'm betting that in Vegas.
I'm betting that all day. I'll take the bet. I'll take it. I can show you 4 wins right now.
Yeah, I'll take the over.
Against the Panthers is one of them.
Facts. I'll take the over.
You have a chance to have I'm not even going to break down the schedule again, but you have a chance to get a 5-game winning streak. Starting from that Carolina game, Chargers, Carolina, Washington, Chicago, Pittsburgh. You can run it up right there. You can run it up. Easy. The last 4 games of the season is going to be the tough part.
Yeah, it's a tough back end stretch.
It is. But if you're well prepared, you're going to win the game. Eric, you don't like to talk about certain players because you want to wait till the 53-2 as well.
I talk about players. I don't like I don't like to down my own team. I don't care. Even if they doing bad, I just want them to do better. But to sit there and call somebody trash or garbage or something like I don't want to do all that. But and I know you ain't about that. That ain't what the show about. But
I'm not about that. I don't trash players.
Right.
In regards to what I just said,
but I don't know
Eric doesn't like to.
But what I don't like it to do is give you my assessment on a player from watching them from training camp. When people ask me, what we looking like, bro? What we looking like, man? Everybody look good in shorts, bro. That's the answer you gonna give.
That's what I was trying to get to. I'm glad you spoke up on that. Thank you, sir.
The NFL don't allow you to go out there and have full contact in practice, so I really can't tell you what they look like. Mm-hmm. I can tell you they ran a good route. They could throw the ball, but we knew that.
Yeah,
that ain't really what you asking me. So
what did it look like out there? What did it look like out there catching the ball? But he caught this pass, bro.
I don't know if he watching this. My brother do that every year. Yeah. My brother a diehard Falcons fan too. My big brother Terry, he every year. As soon as I come back from training camp, as soon as I come back from mini camp, whatever. When I come, anything that I come back from, bro, what we looking like out there, man? Man, you ask me this every year. Every year I tell you the same thing.
I get
everybody look good in short.
Yeah. As soon as I go live, or as soon as I post a picture, get a DM or a tweet or a text or something. Hey man, what the Falcons doing out there? Bro, they out there just practicing something that they do every day.
They running drills, man. Everybody look good in drills.
Yeah.
These NFL players, of course, they know how to run a drill.
Yeah. Lisa Shepard is asking, y'all going to Flowery Branch for open practice. So I talked to security last week at the OTAs, and they said that they're supposed to be announcing dates for open practice. I don't know if the security, I don't know if it's going to be real or not, because right now it's June. I'm waiting for some open practice dates. But if they do, I told you about this before, Bodie, right? I got to beat this man to the gate. And I told you about in the past how difficult it is to beat Eric to training camp. I'll pull up, bro. It'll be dark as hell. I'm like, I bet police ain't even out here. Pulling to the baseball field.
When we get off of here, I'm on the way out to he'll never beat me.
Never.
Yo, Eric is real deal Atlanta Falcons fan, dog. Like, I just love talking to Falcon fans who just talk about Falcons football 24/7. But yeah, it is difficult to beat Eric to training camp. And I'm coming from the east side. But Eric is like,
it didn't start with me though. It started with Joe Allen.
Joe Allen.
But nobody. We wasn't even trying to be first. The thing is, the reason we get out there so early is because when you go out there late, and when you leave and you trying to go somewhere, you stuck in that traffic. Getting out of there, it'd be a bunch of fans out there. So you got to get to your car, then try to get out, then sit in the line for however long. Mm-hmm. And I don't want to go. So I want to park in the front. So when I get out, I can get out. When it's time to go, I'm ready to go.
But as soon as I bend the corner at the baseball field, I'm looking at the cars, and I know the cars from certain fans. You know who's there. But I turn in there, I see that. Oh, bro, just keep driving. I put both hands on the wheel and just drive by. I'm looking over there like, he's already here.
If you see cars right there, you're not first.
Yeah. Yeah, and
beat the
that
staff
ain't coming
there.
from the staff of training camp because they
I
parking
beat
on
the
the
staff
ground.
there. Nah,
Mm.
if you don't beat the staff there,
Yeah,
you're not beating me. The staff will tell you I'm there when they come in.
Eric is a diehard Atlanta Falcons fans, and we want more fans out here to believe in the Atlanta Falcons, just like how we do, because we have, you know, this podcast right here. We're talking about the positivity of the Atlanta Falcons. We don't want to be negative fans about the Atlanta Falcons. We want the Falcons to improve. We want them to get better, stay healthy, and win some games. Fans, y'all tired of losing games? It's time to win some games. It's time to y'all need to be more positive about this season. To change the direction. Terry has done a great job building this team to be better going forward. So let's give Terry a good grade, an A, because he's flipped the cap. Doesn't care about the dead cap. Doesn't care about what the fans think about Matt Ryan, but he was good or veteran or agent Hall of Fame. All right, he's Hall of Fame regardless. But we needed to change systems. We drafted a wide receiver. We needed a wide receiver. We got one.
And man, I get what people were saying. Sometimes when some people tell you, you know, when they be like, when you tell them Matt wasn't the problem,
Yeah.
and they turn around and tell you, well, he ain't the solution either.
Mm-hmm.
He wasn't. But the solution ain't even the quarterback. The solution is what Terry was just doing. You trying to fix the defense, fix the offensive line, fix the defensive line, fix your core, and then it don't. You done seen Trent Dilfer win the Super Bowl.
Yeah.
I mean,
Oop.
Yep.
come on, man. It ain't the quarterback that's doing this. You got to have a Super Bowl team, and he looked like he building a team, not trying to build for a quarterback to have weapons. So I kind of got when people were saying that, but like I said, I wasn't gonna trash the team or trash Matt to talk about, because it wasn't on Matt.
Mm-hmm.
Matt wasn't the problem.
Mm-hmm.
The problem was you need to fix the trenches. You need to fix the run game.
Mm-hmm.
We look like we did that. We look like we taking a shot at that. We ain't seen it on the field yet, but we look like we moving towards that. Fix the defense. We look like we got pressure on the line. We got
better wide receivers from last season too.
We got another corner. It looked like he trying to fix the defense. It looked like he fixing the necessary pieces to win football games, not put talent around the quarterback and then expect him to throw it to him in 1.5 seconds.
Yeah. So not to we're getting ready to ask this last question here before we wrap up the show here, but we've improved in the wide receiver group. We've improved on the running back group. In some senses, we improved in the secondary. Casey Hayward is better than Fabian Moreau.
Yeah.
On paper or on the field, however you look at it. You're not running from AJ Terrell this season. When it comes to man up and AJ Terrell wants to lock up on your wide receiver one, you're not running from him. You run to the other side, you got to remember, now you got a veteran cornerback you got to deal with. And I guarantee it's a lot of problems on that secondary. You got to look at it and say,
just got problems. AJ a vet now too.
AJ, that's true. AJ, Casey, that helps out with Richie Grant. That helps out with Jalen Hawkins. That helps out with your 3-4, with your nickel 2-4. However,
you got two corners. Well, you got two corners that can hold up instead of Fabian fading off, and AJ got to hold it all up. When you got two corners that'll hold up receivers, that helps out everybody. It helps out the pass rush. Helps out when they throw them ducks and we can go get it. It helps out in so many ways.
Richie's coming up in the box this season. He's stepping up. He's definitely going to be that extra linebacker safety, short box safety, however you want to look at it. You're playing two single safety sets, or you're playing the two dual sets. Hawkins is playing the backfield. Richie's up in the box on run plays, or he's checking down on the tight end. He's in the box because Richie's your guy. He's your Ed Reed. Like Dean P said, we're trying to develop him. He's trying to become the next franchise safety in the NFL. And he's a good player. When Dez texted me last season and we drafted Richie Grant, I said, man, I thought we were going running back, bro. Dez like, nah, bro, Richie Grant, you got it. Richie Grant, Dez is so high on Richie Grant. So I want to see what he has to present this season. So that goes into the last question for Eric. Eric, with some of the free agents, some of the draft picks that we've brought to the Atlanta Falcons this season, what player are you excited about to, become the newest Falcon? What new player are you excited about?
What you call him, Dr. Arnold?
Dr. Arnold. We got the Dr. Arnold rookie report coming up soon,
AK.
too. We got a special guest for that.
We finally picked somebody that was trained by Chuck Smith.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I want to see. I want to see the sack doctor. I want to see. I want to see
the doctor.
Yeah.
I want to see the AK bust. That's what I want to see.
Yeah.
Let's
that
go.
Man said he's the doctor of pass rush.
Yeah.
And what Eric said too as well when it comes to Chuck Smith. If Chuck Smith didn't approve of this pass rusher, you're not going with this pass rusher. The Falcons listen to Chuck Smith. Chuck Smith helped develop Arnold Smith's pass rush technique. We've seen some of the videos. Outside of the videos, don't even talk about the workouts. I guarantee you, Chuck Smith is working Dr. Arnold in the workouts because he don't play none of that bullshit. You know what I'm saying? Chuck Smith is real. And I hope to get Chuck Smith on the show too to find out more about Dr. Arnold. But we have that Dr. Arnold rookie report coming up soon. Shout out to Kiara in the chat.
Might could get somebody on here for you, but
man, you bring anybody you want to on the show.
I gotta talk to him. I ain't even gonna say his name. I gotta talk to him first before I even let you know who I'm talking about.
before I got to throw it out there, I got my first blue check mark type of interview coming up soon. So when I say blue check mark, I mean this person is known in the media. So he's going to be on the show coming up soon, which is pretty good because one time for the fan is trying to talk to people who, cover the Falcons, or like how we had Carlo Jimenez. Carlo is a Pac-12 broadcaster who spent 3 years covering Drake London. So having him on the show, and he's a 49ers fan, having him on the show, he's talking about it from a USC perspective. He saw Drake on campus. He saw Drake in the locker room. He saw Drake on the field. He saw Drake after the game. He broadcasted Drake's USC versus ASU game on Pac-12 Network.
Drake London a beast, man. Drake London would have been number one overall if he hadn't fucked his ankle up.
Yep.
If he hadn't fucked his ankle up, Drake would have, man, did you see his stats in just the games that he played? Imagine if he played the rest of them and kept with that same pace.
Falcon fans, I know we're over the hour mark. We usually do it for an hour show, so we're going to wrap up here shortly. But Falcon fans, go back one time for the fan on YouTube. Look at the interview with Carlo Jimenez, a Pac-12 broadcaster who's a student of USC. He's the sports director of USC Radio. We had an hour segment of Drake London for the rookie report. He told us real facts about Drake London from a perspective of seeing him on campus and talking to Drake, interviewing Drake, seeing him play. Bodie. Interview went fantastic, man. Drake is a beast. Falcons wanted a franchise wide receiver. We got one. That's it. We're going forward with the franchise wide receiver. You want a franchise quarterback? Could be Ritter. We'll find out, but don't expect the Falcons to tank to go get a quarterback next year. That ain't finna happen. I'm telling you right now, I don't care if the Falcons lose. I don't care if the Falcons win 5 games. They ain't selecting a quarterback next year. The Falcons will Falcon. They need a right guard. They need a right tackle.
Mm-hmm.
They will go get one with that first pick next year. Do not be surprised if the Falcons Falcon and you show up in your uniform to the bins and you see another guard or tackle selected from the University of Temple. Because the Falcons will
they finna address the line before the season starts.
Offense or defensive line, yep. Yep.
I believe they finna address the offensive line even more before they already didn't address the defensive line. I believe they finna address the offensive line even more.
Well, get excited, Eric, because they're going to bring in another free agent soon. They're going to bring in another player for the trenches, offensive line or defensive line. We can clearly see it. They need some help. If you're talking about best player available, you have a couple more on the free agency list waiting for a phone call. And the Falcons need to make the phone call. Terry Smart. How did he find Brian Edwards? Scouting them rosters. Mm-hmm. Terry scouting them rosters, man. I tell you, man, he's a smart GM. And in all the years, like I told y'all, in all the years that I've been a Falcons fan, I never met Thomas Dimitroff, but I've met Terry about 3-4 times already. Like, he's there for the fan. You feel what I'm saying? He's in the mix.
I met Dimitroff.
Talk about it, Eric. You met Dimitroff. You met Matt Ryan too, man. I never met Matt Ryan. I said what's up to him a couple times. He turned around at the game, was like, "Hey, what's up?"
Dimitroff was a cool dude, man. I met Dimitroff. I mean, I don't hate Dimitroff because I don't believe he came in here and sabotaged us on purpose. He might have motherfucking not done what we wanted him to do, and he didn't win, but he tried. He ain't do shit on purpose.
Yeah, like you said, he had the right idea. You know,
Yeah.
he coming from that Patriots organization. They
Right.
always drafted good, man.
Yeah.
And he had good ideas. He what the thing is, he kept drafting team captains.
Man, what Dimitrov did,
teams.
I'm gonna tell you what Dimitrov did. Dimitrov was a yes man. Dimitrov go get you who you ask for. And you get a coach in here like Dan Quinn to go ask for a bunch of little bitty motherfuckers this fast, then that's the fuck I'm gonna get you.
And out of the
that
little
one
bitty
just-
mother that's fast, a couple of them are still with this team. So Terry saw, where you from? You from Quindam's scheme? Oh, you from Quinn's scheme? All right, well, hold on.
I mean, they got
We'll
a couple good. I mean, they did get a couple good ones in there though. Shit, we got Grady out of this shit.
That's true. That's
We
true.
got Grady. We got
Grady small and fast, but he powerful though.
Yeah.
So he make up for his size.
Deion small and fast.
Deion is now the smallest linebacker in our linebacker group right now.
Yeah.
He's the smallest linebacker. Eric, we're not even going to talk about Deion. We're not even going to get to that because we don't want. That's a whole nother segment talking about Deion Jones. But Eric,
I don't even talk about Deion.
You know, he talked about Dr. Arnold. We got the Dr. Arnold Ricky
my dog.
Soon.
But
yeah, Deion Jones.
Like, you know what though?
You know
what I think? You know what I think? I think Deion can play safety. Deion's still fair.
I see.
Deion's still fair.
Deion still play football.
Deion's the fastest linebacker in the league.
The linebacker position first.
You just want him on the field.
I just want the man to do something
best coverage line. Do Deion not cover better than Keanu Neal?
So Deion, he has a point.
And he was faster than Keanu Neal.
Deion did cover damn near as better than Keanu Neal.
He covered better than Keanu Neal.
The Falcons always had
they
safeties
was
who
the
can
same
hit.
motherfucking tight end. Keanu Neal couldn't cover no tight end.
Cover. The Falcons had safeties who can hit, but they couldn't cover.
Right. Deion cover.
Falcon fans knew this. Why are you talking about Ricardo Allen? How you? Boy, you
knew
this.
And we always had this from Willie Moe to Lawyer Malloy.
And Deion got a nose for the ball.
Malloy.
Deion got a nose for the ball too. I'm telling you, I believe Deion will be a good safety.
So if the Falcons, man, I love talking Falcons football. I swear, I'm watching this time limit, like I'm trying to wrap it. I know, man, how it is when I try to wrap up the show and stuff. But the Falcons football, we love talking about this. Deion, he is going to be the smallest linebacker in the group. But if they want to keep Deion and he chooses to stay with their new situation for Deion, becoming a second and third down back, we don't need you to cover the run. We need you to cover the pass. The second and long, the third and long. And we can't pay you. We can't pay you like a first down linebacker.
Somebody
pay you like a first down linebacker.
Put that nigga as safety.
So either we restructure you and you take less money to help the team, or we send you to a system like Seattle, Tampa, Washington, where you can become he's still young. I talked about this with Eric the other day. He's still young. He still wants to show that he is a first, second down linebacker on a team that needs a starting middle linebacker. And if the Falcons have a situation where he doesn't fit the scheme, because Nick Kowalski, D'Angelo Malone, Rashad Evans, who we talked to the other day, they are much bigger. Troy Anderson, they are much bigger than Debo and Foye. So when it comes to that type of situation, you got to look at it and think, are the Falcons going to keep Debo? Well, Terry doesn't give a damn about the dead cap, so don't worry about the $5 million, because they just did the shit with Matt. $40 million. Don't worry about what Terry's. When it comes to finances, don't even think about what Terry's worried about. Ain't no worries when it comes to Terry. He's going to make the trade. He's going to make the offer. He's going to make the deal. Whatever happens, happens.
But he did do good. He did do good. Ain't no big salaries going in the next season. All these 1 year guys, and shoot, he did good with that.
And so we're going to talk about this Wednesday because minicamp starts tomorrow.
Absolutely.
How Falcons fans should be excited about going forward with minicamp. Eric, you can chime in on this too as well. There is no contract holdouts. There is no player training on the beach somewhere in Venezuela. The players will be there tomorrow morning to help this team win some games in the fall. There's no holdouts. There's no problems with any player talking about their agent needs to speak to none of that. In the past, we've heard of that. An agent quarterback. What are the Falcons going to do about the quarterback? What are the Falcons going to do about Julio? None of that. It is Mariota and Ritter showing up. It is your wide receiver showing up. It is your linebacker showing up. You have your strong team out there that you can get ready to win some games. Eric, Falcon fans should be excited that we don't have
Julio
to deal
needs
with
to
these
come be a
problems no more.
wide receiver coach.
Mm-hmm.
I said we need Julio come be a wide receiver coach.
We need Roddy to come be a wide receiver coach. Roddy.
Hey, you know what?
Roddy. But Harry
I
is the
agree.
intern for the wide receiver coaches right now. At OTAs, remember Harry was working with the wide receiver group. He was in
Harry's there.
like he's Falcon
okay.
staff now. He's Falcon
Harry
staff,
is
it
there.
looks like.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
it was
I like
wild to
that.
know that Harry's a part of. I guess it looks like the
I like
Falcon
that.
staff. I hope on game day, September the 11th, Harry's on the sideline.
I like that.
I hope to see that because we saw Harry over there a couple times, Bodie.
Harry could be the wide receiver coach. I like that. I like that.
Harry. Like Harry.
Yeah,
Falcons have a lot of players. We got it's a lot. The fan favorites was in the past. Falcons, your Matt Ryan, your Julio Jones. It's no more. The new regime comes in now. Terry's taking over with Arthur Smith, Desmond Ridder, Marcus Mariota, Drake London, Dr. Arnold, D'Angelo Malone, Richie Grant. The other day at OTAs, a couple fans next to us kept saying, "What's up?"
I'm a miss going to training camp when we come in. How when Matt run across the field and I always scream,
Yep.
And he throw his hand.
Yep. I ain't gonna lie. I was over there screaming, "Ice man, ice." I'll call him Ice.
I'm gonna miss that.
Those days are over now.
But Matt, don't think we finna take a step back because we lost Matt Ryan.
Mm-hmm.
Matt wasn't the problem, but Matt ain't the end all be all neither. Matt, like them folks were saying, Matt ain't the solution. They might have been saying that in a negative way at the time or whatever, but nah, ain't no quarterback the solution by themselves.
Yeah,
you got to fix the team, and that's what it look like we doing. We fixing the team.
I mean,
I like this. I think we took a step forward, not backwards.
So what Eric said today, we're fixing the team, and you don't practice to lose. So those two right there is
damn show right there, boy.
It's pretty big right there. Already from Eric. We've talked about it a lot on One Time for the Fan. We didn't get a chance to really talk about mini camp. So on Wednesday's show, we got Bodie's breakdown. We got some mini camp talk. Could there gonna be some pictures, some highlights, some videos? We don't know who's losing their job soon, but we might find out on Monday and Tuesday, whatever the Falcons post on social media, because these players are going to fight. Competition starts tomorrow morning. Competition starts. So Jack, we will find out.
Hey, Jack, I got one more quick question for Eric.
Yeah, go ahead.
I just need a bold prediction for this season for us.
Oh, you get ready for this one.
You asked the wrong nigga that shit.
I'm ready.
Hey, I'm ready. We're going. What is it? 21 to the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
21 and 0, baby. I don't claim Boston. I don't claim Boston. We going 21 and 0, but this gonna be some historic shit. Watch this.
Yeah.
We going 21 and 0. We ain't finna lose to nobody.
Bodie, I told you, Eric is the type of fan. He doesn't wake up to lose, bro. He's not putting on his gear to go to the stadium to watch a team lose. He don't give a damn if the team just won 65-0 the week
I'm
before.
not claiming no loss because, man, you're not going to tell me on Sunday morning when I'm going in the Beans that we finna lose today and I'm going along with that shit. Yeah. I don't give a fuck who we playing.
I'm with Eric.
We could be playing. When we go in to play on the Rams, the Super Bowl champs, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Bruh. They can lose. It's any given Sunday. So you're not going to tell me that this Sunday right here, you going to this Beans to lose. No, I'm not. I'm going in there thinking we can win this game.
Yeah,
we can win any game. So why can't we win them all?
When they announced the strength of schedule, you hear what he said now. You hear what he said. He doesn't expect the loss. When they announced the strength of schedule and they announced the schedule, we did the show. Bodie,
we the strength.
To this day, Bodie,
we the motherfucking problem. We the strength. Watch this shit.
To this day, Bodie, I'm going to all 8 games, away games. That's hard-earned money going to these Falcons. You think I'm going to these Falcons to eat tacos and drink margaritas? No. I'm going to see the Falcons win a damn game.
Damn straight.
And I don't believe we're going to lose no game. We're going to win them all. But if we do lose, you got to be realistic sometimes. Falcons still going to sneak their way into the playoffs. We're still going to make the playoffs. And I'm probably on the... Everybody over here in the pool, all the sharks in the pool, eating up the Falcons only winning 4 or 5 games. And I'm that one little shark over here on the other side, swimming by himself. saying that we're gonna win. We're gonna go to the playoffs. I think we can. We're gonna get over the hump. A lot of plays last season when Matt was sacked, 3rd and 2, 2nd and 4. Des was in the chat texting me. Here comes the pick. Here comes the sack. Here comes some bullshit. But guess what? This season, the opportunity to make those changes.
Yeah, man.
Ritter tucks and runs. He's tucking and running. There's no pickup and passing. Tucks and run. Mariota tucks and runs is first down. We seen it. They're mobile quarterbacks. They're dual threats. Opportunities are on the table for both quarterbacks. We changed the system. Falcon fans should be excited. I asked the question to Eric. He's excited for this season. Bodie, you're excited for this season. So Falcon fans, get ready because we're going to have a good time. We're going to rise up. We're going to show up. We're going to show out. Just to head to the chat. Haven't checked in with the chat lately. Chat was lit tonight. On fire. Chat was lit tonight. Guzza.
Guzza.
We got Jabri in the chat. Jabri's been on the show before. He always talks about real deal Falcons stuff. Lisa Shepard. No real fans talk about tanking. That makes no sense. I'm with Lisa.
Absolutely.
You don't practice losing.
We don't practice losing. Shout out to Lisa here. Got Jamarcus.
Yeah, put that shit on
Marcus in the chat.
Yeah.
We going hard against the Aints.
Mm-hmm.
Week 1, September the 11th. That's a winnable game. You're gonna win that game. The NFL got to come down on Kamara too. You out there beating up people in Vegas.
Lock him up.
You know what? Hold on, let me
I'm just playing. I'm just playing. It's the rivalry in me where I'm gonna talk shit about them no matter what.
Hey Siri, make
I hope his ass on the field when we whoop that ass week 1. Honestly,
yeah.
Hey Siri, make note to email Roger Goodell tomorrow morning. Let him know. Nah, we're straight up, man. LaMarcus. Okay. Siri actually read it. Siri actually put it down and said we're going to email Roger Goodell tomorrow. Sorry. But shout out to everybody who's been in the chat. Kiara, she had one in the comments up here. I want to go back and check this out. Kiara is a longtime Atlanta Falcon fan. She keeps it real. So let me just go find her comment here. Bam. Thank God for a positive podcast, unlike those fans who only make videos when we lose. Shot fired. So there are some Falcon fans that only, they wait till we lose and make videos.
I know, right?
One time for the fan, it's all about respecting the fan's opinion. But then again, we don't want to lose. And we don't want to bash the team when they lose. Jamal Champs, Lisa Shepard. Cornell had a question for us. Is Grady going to work the outside?
Good question.
I don't like Grady on the outside. I like Grady on the inside.
Doesn't fit for me, Grady, well on the outside. We've seen some of the plays last season where Grady does, even being double teaming, triple team, he still has an opportunity to soak in the double team and make other players. I want you to triple team them,
but somebody else got to get open when you do that shit. Triple team them.
Exactly. Last year, Means couldn't get there.
You shouldn't be
Fowler
able to
couldn't get there.
Team. You shouldn't be able to triple team him and not get. But that's crazy.
Yeah,
you got 5 linemen, 3 on 1, and then
still can't get.
What the fuck are y'all doing?
It's ridiculous. It's ridiculous, man.
Well, I mean, Fowler ran into his own people and shit. So,
Well, Fowler's no longer
I don't
here.
know what the hell he was doing, but
you saw the rebuild right after the Super Bowl when they released Fowler. We said up,
bye.
He was leading the team in sacks, and now he's up out of here.
Yeah,
and then the second player they had,
whatever the hell,
4.5. The second player they had that was leading the team in sacks, they got rid of him too. So the Falcons were like, man, you know what? We finna just go ahead and blow this all up. We don't care if he had 4 or 5 sacks. We don't care what he did.
Hey, man.
Get him out of here. Jabri Harper, AK-47. He agrees with Eric. Shout out to Ramel in the chat. He light skinned, bro. We all fire. So Jamal says because he's light skinned, Drake London's gonna be a good player. Shout out to all the light skinned people in the chat.
No.
Lisa's in the chat. Met a fan from Hawaii. She was repping Mariota. If Mariota can get the job done, I'm gonna rep him too.
Yeah.
So
I'm with the team. I want the team to win. I want everybody. I'm not gonna call out one player. But if Mariota can get the job done, that's still my quarterback right now. If he can get the job done and get us to a winning record, get us to the playoffs, get us over the hump, I'll get a Mariota jersey. I'll get a jersey. You know, we talked about that before, Eric, about buying jerseys. But I'll get a Mariota jersey if he gets us to the playoffs.
Yeah.
I'll get a Mariota jersey.
I'm not.
Just because it's been 5 years.
I'm not, man. I got a Tat McKinley jersey and a motherfucking Keanu Neal jersey. I got a Devontae Freeman jersey. I got a KZ jersey. I got man, it's all kind of jerseys in here that I'm not gonna wear.
Yeah,
that I'm not doing. Man, you know what I thought about doing? I might start going back, just buying the old school jersey. I'm gonna go buy a Tony Gonzalez jersey. I'm gonna go buy a Michael Vick jersey. I'm gonna go buy some, a Jesse Tuggle jersey.
Yeah,
I get Grady jersey.
Lisa
I got a Grady.
Oh man,
I got a Grady jersey.
We're talking about Tack. Lisa's on it. Lisa said, "Oh
Tack,
man, I said the same thing when I heard Tack."
Man, I was just buying. I was buying the whoever.
Hold on.
I was buying the rookie we was drafting in the first round.
But do you got a Jalen Collins jersey?
Jalen?
Nah, we ain't drafted him in the first
round. Yo, the Tack McKinley jersey. That's tough.
Yeah, that was tough.
That's at the bottom of the vault.
That's not even the bottom of the vault.
That's That's tablecloth now.
Nah.
Hey, you might well, that's nah. Hey, you use that to clean your tires with now.
Hold on.
Oh shit!
Hey,
live here. One time for the fan. Hit the like button, hit the share button. Eric's going to the jersey
use
collection.
That shit to get the brake fluid off.
Yo, I gotta see this. I gotta see this.
Use the Tack jersey to clean the dipstick out.
Look at the curtains. Look at the curtains. Look at the curtains. Yo, why don't we got no Falcon curtains?
I don't know where to find them things at.
Bruh. Nah, my boy Coy. Oh, man. Bro, shout out to everybody who got a Falcon man cave or a Falcon room, male or female. If you got a room design where it's all Falcons or Atlanta sports, shout out to y'all. That is great to wake up. I mean, I got, Falcon pillow and bed sheets and stuff, but I ain't got the whole room design. I got enough stuff to design a room, but I haven't set it up yet because the way my house is set up, I don't have a certain man cave just yet. But I'm getting ready to get one. Eric,
watch this.
So for the jerseys, I'm just gonna have a jersey that says the fan. That's what I have to music. When he said Tack, Fowler.
But not even 6 though. Not even the last number. I got the 56 Fowler.
Yeah.
Oh 56. No.
Hold on.
Okay.
We gonna keep going down.
No.
Oh, not the 1 year wonder. Not the 1 year wonder.
I'm finna kill it all. Nobody's gonna top this one.
Don't do it.
Nobody had his jersey.
I'm not ready. Kurt. Yo.
I still wear this one though. I bought it for a reason.
Eric told me why he got Kurt's jersey.
Kurt. He cool.
I still wear Kurt jersey. I bought that for a reason. I fuck with Kurt.
Yeah. Kurt cool.
They might not got this one though.
That one for football.
Anybody got the long snappers jersey?
Hey, I fuck with Harris.
Hold on. Look.
He's cool though.
I trade you that Beasley jersey for that.
No trades for this. Bro, I wouldn't even trade you the long snapper jersey for Beasley's jersey, bro. Here it is right here. Harris, bro.
Hey,
he
was solid though.
Harris was solid, man.
But
he was a good friend of mine, bro. He was good. He was cool.
Right. I fuck with Harris. That's what I say. I fuck with Harris. I trade you that Beasley jersey for the Harris jersey.
Yo, don't nobody want that.
I traded you that Fowler jersey for that Harris jersey.
One time for the fan, jersey trades are being made in the chat.
Keep that Fowler jersey.
Jersey swap.
Jersey swap is being made right now. Hey, you know what? Tell you the honest truth, I'll swap you this Freeman for a Grady Jarrett. You want to swap?
I already got free and Grady.
You ain't got this Freeman one. This the one when he
but I don't want that one. Mine autograph.
That ain't the one with the Super Bowl logo on it, is it?
No, you don't want that one.
Mine autograph.
So they got the one, but my friend made a joke the other day, or a couple weeks ago. He was like, they got two Freeman jerseys. They got the Super Bowl jersey from the first quarter to the third quarter, and they got the fourth quarter. I said, man, you'll get the hell out of here, dog. But Falcons football, we love talking about Falcons football. It's a 1 hour show every week, Wednesday, Sunday, 8 p.m. But as you can see, we went over 1 hour because we love talking about the Falcons.
That's what we do.
Eric Parker, glad to have you here, sir. We talked about the Atlanta Falcons. We got your thoughts on home field advantage.
My pleasure, man.
We got your thoughts on, players now joining the Falcons organization. Dr. Arnold, one player that you're excited to see this season. It's great to have you, sir, on this show. And of course, as we get closer to the season, we're going to bring you back on after training camp, after all this is going down, to find out your thoughts again, because
man,
Falcons fans thoughts change every
Everybody
day.
look good and short. Bring me back after preseason.
Yeah.
Okay, so look. So check this out. As we talk about upcoming events, we're going to end this show with just everybody right here. No need to remove Eric from the stream. I'm just going to get ready to end the show shortly. On one of the upcoming events we have, we're doing a Falcons, the away games. We're going to do the live broadcast. So I know it's on every Wednesday and every Sunday, but I'll put the flyer out probably tomorrow or the day after. We're going to be watching the Falcons preseason game versus the Lions, and we're going to do the live stream right here for the full game. So, Eric, if you want to come back for that show, Falcons Lions preseason game is an away game. So, I mean, you're probably going to be, watching it.
We're going to be watching the game on live.
So, I'm not going to put it due to copyright.
Hey man,
rights.
I cut people out when I'm watching the game. Now I'm a whole different animal.
So we'll wait until after the game.
I might not hear. You might want to hit me up after the game. During the game, I might be friendly. I might be friendly and not cuss Matt Ryan out on Facebook. But during the game, me and Matt done had beef a couple of times during the motherfucking game. Yeah, I cuss all of their ass out during the game. So yeah.
The Sunday show. We'll get you on the Sunday show.
But
right,
I mean, ain't no love lost after the game. I know they out there trying and shit. But, so I ain't gonna kill them on social media now. But during the game, shit, they getting this work during the game. Bro. You might not want me on here during the game, bro. I'm raw.
I feel you. So Bodie,
that's a real fan.
It goes to you, Bodie. We'll be live the Friday for the Falcons Lions game. We get a chance to see the rookies. And for the Falcon fans who wanted Aiden Hutchinson, we get a chance to see Aiden Hutchinson. What more is there to say? Also, with the upcoming events, Rise Up Tour, the away game group, they have their family fun day coming up end of July, first week in August, one around those times. So we'll talk about that. The bus trip, Rise Up Tour, ATL.com. There's a bus trip to Charlotte. There's a bus trip to Tampa. Everything's being set up. Everything's already in the works. Every away game coming up this season, one time for the fan, will be there. So we'll have as much coverage and content as we can for y'all, whether it's a live stream, couple pictures, couple videos, whatever it is. The Wednesday and Sunday broadcast still goes on every Wednesday, every Sunday, 8 p.m. One time for the fan on Twitter, one time for the fan on YouTube, one time for the fan on Facebook. But it was good having Eric on the show, because when you have real fans like Eric, it's a lot going on. We went over the hour mark due to talking about the Falcons. So I hope Falcon fans see that we are ready. We are excited for this season. But Eric, before we do end this show, any shout outs? Anybody you want to give a shout out to? What's good, brother?
Man, shout out to all the motherfucking fans that's still down, still riding, still waiting, still and shout out to everybody. Mm-hmm. I ain't got a special shout out like that, but yeah, shout out to everybody. Shout out to the Mario, Buster,
the whole crew.
But I'll be here forever doing that, man. Shout out to everybody, man.
Going over the chat right here. See Jabri's in here. See Ramel's still in here.
Shout
see
out
Lisa's
to Jabri, Ramel, Kier,
Buster was in there.
Sade.
Shout out to everybody who's tuning in.
Everybody.
Bodie 3000. Any shout outs? Any information you got to give us? I know we're ready for Bodie's breakdown on Wednesday. He talked so well about Jalen Hawkins last week. Ready to see what the new player is for Bodie's breakdown. But any shout outs for you, sir?
Yeah, man. Just shout out all the fans, man. Yeah, shout out to Eric, man. Appreciate you, man. Good to see you. Good to meet you,
Hey,
man.
man, I appreciate y'all, man. Appreciate y'all having me on, man. I had a good time talking. I love talking Falcons, man. I appreciate it, and I will be back.
Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Man, just shout out to you, Jack. Shout out to all Falcons fans. Shout out to everybody. Like you said, shout out to everybody.
Right. I can't. I keep going forever, man. If I miss somebody, I didn't say your name, and I talk to you all the time, man. Shout out to you. I did not mean to leave nobody, but I'll see your name forever.
Shout out to all the fans who's been tuning into One Time for the Fan. One Time for the Fan. We on YouTube. We on Facebook every Wednesday, every Sunday. We got another show for you Wednesday. We'll talk some mini camp because the videos will be out. The pictures will be out. We don't know what Terry's doing right now. We don't know if he's talking to the damn Chiefs right now about signing their damn offensive line. We don't know what's going on. But we do know on Wednesday, something's going to happen for the Falcons organization. So they're going to start mini camp tomorrow. We'll get some videos. We'll get some highlights. We'll talk about it. We'll have some more topics to talk about for the Falcons. Who looks good? Who got burnt in practice? 1-on-1, 7-on-7 drills, whatever the Falcons do, we will cover here. But for me, shout out to everybody who's in the chat today. Shout out to Jamal, shout out to Jabri, Busta, everybody who's going to be a part of One Time for the Fan going forward on the show as a guest or as a fan in the comment section. However, shout out to y'all. But yeah, we're back Wednesday, 8 o'clock.
Hey, one more shout out. Shout out to everybody who don't practice, who practice to lose. What was the quote?
Eric said,
"You don't practice to lose. You don't practice to lose.
You don't practice losing." Boy, Eric, you sound like Bill Parcells with that shit.
Hell yeah.
That might be why I heard it. I don't know why. I heard that shit somewhere before. But
it sounds like some Bill Parcells stuff right there, man. That's some real coaching stuff right there.
It probably was a coach that I heard it from, but yeah, that's some real shit though, man. You don't practice losing. That's dumb as fuck.
Man, we did a lot of episodes on One Time for the Fan. I don't think I've ever said that. So, you know, and I've talked about the Falcons offense, the Falcons team, the defense. I talked about winning and losing. I don't never mention that. We talked about tanking, but that was a strong comment. You don't practice losing.
That shit,
so,
tanking.
Well, that's what that is, man. You telling your team we finna go out here and lose today. Yeah. So what the fuck? Who does that?
That's
so
sad.
You want me to go put on a uniform helmets and go out here and lightly hit somebody? What the fuck? Who finna do that? That's crazy.
Sad. That's sad. And real Falcon fans got to understand this. And don't forget, Falcon fans, when it comes to these groups, right? And we'll talk about this a little bit later on a couple more episodes. But some of these Falcons groups, they're like Vegas with the bets, right? They're going to try to rile you up with some comments. They're going to try to make you get into your feelings with how they feel about some of the players. You as a fan,
they'll never respect us.
Yeah,
Falcons fans should pay attention to this. Yeah. Watch how they suck off Matt now. Mm-hmm. Watch how they act like Matt is the greatest thing since sliced bread. Now that he ain't with the Falcons.
He ain't here.
Watch this. Watch how they already talking about he might have his second MVP season now. Man, get the fuck out of here, man. So all this time y'all blame Matt when he was here. Everybody they blame Matt for the fucking Super Bowl. But when he left, it wasn't his fault. What the fuck is that? Falcons fans should pay attention to that. Always stand up for your team, man.
So Eric is right. Eric is right. I know there's some Falcon fans I've seen in some of the Falcon groups where they put hashtag like for the shoe, like they're Colts fans now. Apparently, there's some couple people on Twitter who covered the Falcons in the past that they moved on to being a Colts fan because of Matt. I'm here for the team.
Bye.
I'm here for the team.
See you later.
My team plays the Saints week 1 in the bands. That's where I will be.
Like you said, don't nobody respect the Falcons. The media follows rings. You got rings, they'll follow you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
The Steelers been, like you said earlier, the Steelers been asked for how long?
Mm-hmm.
And they still on their job.
Mm-hmm. But when we went to the Super Bowl, they had some shit to say every single motherfucking game that we won.
Yeah.
That we won.
Everyone.
They gave them an excuse on the other side of the ball every time. When that we beat their ass the whole fucking season, they had an excuse for why we won.
So Falcon fans,
they don't do that shit to nobody else, man.
If you forgot, Falcon fans, if you forgot, when we went to the Super Bowl,
because they ain't.
For those that's listening to this broadcast now and later, remember when we went to the Super Bowl? There were people selling Super Bowl merchandise on the side of the road by the gas stations. You couldn't get merchandise anywhere in the city when we went to the Falcons Super Bowl. And people were taxing. People were going into Walmart, grabbing all the shirts, going into Target, grabbing all the shirts, grabbing everything from Fanatics and setting up shops on the corner. So there was one time in the city where everybody believed in the Falcons. Everybody. From the time when the Packers had the party at Park Bar. And all the Falcon fans got a hold of it and said, wait a minute, hold on, wait. Some bar in Atlanta is hosting a Packers tailgate party during the NFC Championship? There was a time when Falcons fans did believe in this team. And they did believe in this team. They did believe.
Some of these folks trolls, man.
It's like Lisa said, some of these folks are just trolls, bro. They just trolls, man. They trying to get you riled up in the comments and this guy's going to have a bad season, 3 wins. This player won't have this amount of touchdowns. They won't get a bunch of interceptions, a bunch of sacks, throw it all in, tank it all. That's not what we do here on One Time for the Fan. Say it again, Eric. Say it again loud.
How you know?
Yep.
You can't see the future. You didn't know who was going to win last year. Nobody picked them. Nobody picked that Super Bowl.
Nobody's going to sit here and say this team is going to be this good. This team's going to be this bad. Let the team play week 1. Let the team play. Let the coaches coach. And then we'll make our assessment after. Let the season get underway. And then we'll start talking about it. Because the Falcons will beat the Saints week 1.
Yeah.
We're going to beat the Saints.
To the media.
We don't have to listen to anybody from. I don't care. I'm not watching NFL Fox. I'm saying something. I'm at a tailgate. Number one, I'm at a tailgate September the 11th at 10 o'clock in the morning. I don't give a damn what NFL on Fox says. I'm at a tailgate. I don't care who picked who. When that game starts, Falcons going to be ready. I hope the Aints are, because the Falcons going to be ready. We're going to stretch the field. We're going to move the chains. We're going to score some damn points. And the stadium going to be loud and lit. And it's time for that hostile environment to get underway.
And we're going to be there.
One time for the fan, Eric Parker. I know he's going to be there. It's going to be.
I might wear a rest in peace Sean Payton shirt.
They had the New Orleans Viking shirts a couple years ago, bro, with the 28-23.
Oh, I still got this.
Bro, how you make Saints fans mad? Talk about the past. That's how you make Saints fans mad. Just talk about the past. They get so rowdy and lit off anything. But we're well over the hour mark. We're going on to 2 hours. We got to save some of this energy for the preseason game coming up against the Lions. But just going to the chat before we log off here. Jabri, Lisa, appreciate y'all for showing up. Park Tavern. It wasn't Park Bar. Look, Eric got the shirt. Look, he got the shirt. He got the shirt, dog. Shout out to Diggs, bro. Shout out to Diggs, bro.
That's
he made a highlight reel. And Eric has shared this video. I think Eric went viral for this video when he shared of the it's like the Saints fans in a bar. They're watching the Saints winning. They're dancing.
Oh, yeah.
They're moving around. They're having fun. And then
when they kick that field goal. Why are the church mouse in that thing?
Boy, somebody made a comment. There was a girl in the corner, like doing her arm like this, bro.
That shit never get old.
She was stirring macaroni or what?
That video don't never get old. That shit was so fucking funny.
Yo, Saints fans are the funniest, dog. You should have seen them last season when we were about to. They thought we were gonna lose the game in New Orleans, and we came back and beat them. But so much to talk about here on One Time for the Fan. We have a good time talking about the Falcons. Jeff Wolf, longtime Atlanta Falcon fan. I was at Park Bar against them MFers. Jeff Wolf, you probably was there. Knowing how Jeff reacts to certain fans away games. I was with Jeff in Miami for an away game. We almost got tossed out of there, man. Jeff don't play about some of these fans, dog.
Hey, man,
but yeah,
I gotta get off of here, man. Y'all get me cussed out.
Yeah, man. Shout out to you, E, man. Come back, man. We'll get you on the show later on, brother. Man.
I will be back next time. Appreciate One Time for the Fan. Rise up.
Appreciate it. Rise up, brother. Eric's up out of here. One Time for the Fan. We're talking about the Falcons, man. This is what we do. Shout out to Kiara. Shout out to Lisa. Shout out to Jeff. Shout out to Jabri, Lisa. Everybody who's been in the chat today. Ramel. Every Wednesday, every Sunday, y'all hit that subscribe button on YouTube. we literally almost at the mark, man. We're almost at the 50 subscribers, then we're gonna go on to 100, then 150. We trying to run it up. We trying to run it up, man. We talk about the Atlanta Falcons every Wednesday, every Sunday. Go back and check out some of the other videos that we had. Bodie, sorry for keeping you past an hour, man. It happens.
Hey man,
I apologize, sir.
Get to talking about these Falcons, man. It's just
Wednesday show is an hour, bro. We won't go past an hour. Promise you. We won't go past an hour. But Falcon fans, this is what we do. We lit. We excited. We amp. Like you said, you amp.
Just like Jabri said, he got us amp. We amp now.
Jabri said it. Eric got me over here rowdy for the season.
No cap.
One of them fans, bro. He's just one of them fans. One time for the fan. Bodie, any other shout outs? Anything? We're gonna wrap it up here, man.
That's it, dog, man.
That's it.
I love y'all, man.
One time for the fan. Wednesday, we back 8:00. Tune in. Let's talk Falcons football. Let's talk mini camp. Let's talk the wide receiver group. Let's talk the running back group. Lisa mentioned it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about anything y'all want to talk about with the Falcons. We got some topics, but once y'all get into the chat and start getting live, we're gonna address everything. You feel what I'm saying? But we do have segments that we got going forward here on One Time for the Fan. Upcoming events. One Time for the Fan is going to be at every away game this season, every home game this season. So we're bringing a lot of content to y'all. Shout out to the RiseUp Tour group. Join the RiseUp Tour group if you're going on any road games this season, any away games. Shout out to the Falconator, Thomas, everybody from the RiseUp Tour group, Jay Swill, Janai, everybody. I shout out to y'all, man. Y'all been the greatest. But here on One Time for the Fan show, I want to thank y'all. One time for the Atlanta Falcons. One time for Falcon fans who believe in this season. And the fans who don't believe in this season, because we're going to shock the world.
Yeah.
And if we don't, guess what? We're going to shock the world next season. But we believe in this damn team.
Damn straight.
Got to have faith. One time for Arthur Smith. One time for Terry Fontenot. Trying to revamp this team, make it better. One time for the Braves. 11-game win streak. National champions, world champions. One time for the Dogs. I'm looking at the banner behind you. I'm just trying to throw. Yeah. I'm just throwing a bunch of shit out for one time now. I'm looking at the Dog banner. One time for the Dog banner. I am your host, Jack Spade. We are back on Wednesday, 8:00. One time for the fan.
We don't practice to lose.
We don't practice to lose, y'all. One time for the fan. We'll talk about it on Wednesday. Y'all tune in. Rise up.